status, didn't you?
I did, yes.
The bard?
Whoops,
Okay.
went down there
Might
for a
wanna
second, but
Toss
streams
your
back
name
up.
on that.
All right, so
Oh my god. I'm fucking stupid. I have a Cloak of Resistance, but I never actually put it into my character sheet.
rip.
Dude, same right here. You can just put it as like a buff button.
Yeah, I do as a miscellaneous
Not roll a
bonus.
better look.
Cool. So, I think I don't think we really have anything that we need. Then
All right.
I'll just keep all the ones, unless we are super sure we don't need them. Since I have a use magic device of 14.
I'll take the Wand of Air Breathing since I'm not really great in combat and it's on my spell list, so I don't even need to make a check for it.
Cool. I'll take the
It's-
Expeditious Retreat.
All right.
Since you have the wand of air breathing, I'm gonna take the jar of air off your hands, so I can hold on to that.
Yeah, I kind of looked at that as a party item anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just whoever happened
Yeah, I
to
know,
need it
like-
at the time.
Yeah, like hand it around, but that way. Yeah, I got it, and you have one, and everyone else doesn't really have to worry about it at this point.
You know, Rainy's a Sea Reaver, so she can hold her breath for 4 times her con, and
I don't. Then I can take all the scrolls too.
go for it.
Just again, because my UMD is so high. Well, you don't even need UMD for scrolls, do you?
They just need to be on your spell list, otherwise it's a DC 20.
Oh yeah, that's easy for
If
me.
it's on your
I-
spell
like I
list,
said,
that's fine.
Like I said, I have a UMD of 14, so I have to roll 6 right now to get it.
All right. So, since we kind of jumped back and forth between book 1 or book 2 and book 3, we are going to jump back and kind of go over what Ramona was saying to you guys after you interviewed the lead faceless stalker who was pretending to be your friend Carver Hastings. Ramona wearily nods a greeting to you all, after you've come back from slaying the hag on the mountain. Thanks again for saving our colony from all sorts of monsters, especially those faceless stalkers. If it hadn't been for your efforts and bravery, we would have lost many more of our people. But as you probably guessed, I didn't ask to meet with me because I wanted to thank you. I don't want to give up hope, and we have to keep townspeople convinced that the rest are alive somewhere. This is where you come in. I know you all have already done some investigating, and, well, if you have any more questions for the prisoner, feel free. But I thought we could hit on some of the points we've already found. So some of the clues that you found off of the faceless stalker bodies that you looked at, as well as the one you captured, are as follows. First, looking at their strange, aberrant bodies, you guys found that there was lots of little pockmarks, likely resulting from burns or blisters, suggesting that these creatures are native to an area where there's either high heat or frequent burns, which could be caused by radiation as well. You guys realize that he had a lot of Carver Hastings' original equipment, indicating that he did take it off the original Hastings. You also found evidence on his boots of various purple flowers, which you have only seen growing along the west coast of the island, that you narrowed down to a few points to track and try to see where exactly he came across. You found out that he was using a hand mirror to signal the island that is the westmost on y'all's map. So if you look at the book 2 map, book 3 doesn't really have one with specific numbers, so you don't really need to change it. Not the one labeled D, but the long one, all the way to the west. That is where you found out that they were escorting prisoners. At this point, you guys had already interviewed him. If you have any more questions you've thought of since then, you can interview him. But you could also start investigating the colony, both interviewing potential witnesses, looking around the island. Where do you guys think you would start the investigation for what to do next?
Well, we knew that there was flowers around the area of E, like on that beach there.
Mhm.
We knew that he had a signal for his ship to be able to come into the tower, and it was 3 flashes.
Yes, you did indicate it was 3 flashes on the mirror was kind of the approach signal he would give while sailing to the island. You also heard, I believe, from one of the monsters you guys killed last time, that the Long Island was referred to as Zanistan, which I will put that in the chat so you guys can see how it's written.
Ooh, okay. I will write that down.
And I know last time you had put a map out just to like show us where on the island there he said the prisoners were being kept, but it's been a week and now I've forgotten.
Okay,
It's
I
like
will
at the
put one of those
top.
out as well.
Oh, sorry.
I'll just put out over our lovely bird person, who I will remove for now. You guys also came back with your little Cyclops friend last time, so that's important.
Oh yeah, we got a Cyclops.
Yeah, the villagers have begrudgingly accepted him.
Because he has no eye. He's a non-clops.
He is a non-clops.
That just sounds like it's like some kind of racial slang.
Tis not. Tis just his life.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I mean, it kind of is. It has his race in it.
Freaking non-clops.
Yeah, it just sounds, uncomfortable to say.
All right. So if you look at
Does
this
he have a
map
name?
over here,
He does, but I don't remember it.
give me one
Okay.
second. I'll pull up his name.
Heracles.
Heracles,
It's in the
it is
NPCs.
That was it, yeah.
Heracles?
Yeah, it's in the NPCs now.
Okay.
The
It's like
NPCs are
arrow,
less
like
important.
air, and then cleese.
All right. So, the purple flowers I'm gonna mark on Ancorado. You knew they were along this part of the coast. You also narrowed down that likely the boats were landing somewhere around this red dot on the island. Over here.
Right, I think we actually pulled out a map of the island and basically using the truth spell forced him to tell us basically where they were being held, and it was there.
Essentially, you used the truth spell to the point where you basically indicated different points of landing on the island, so he couldn't like obfuscate the truth and use half truths to conceal the place. You're just like, is it this spot? Yes or no? Is it this spot? Yes or no? And you narrowed it down to when he docks whatever boat he's been using, it's on that red dot right here.
Cool.
So I guess the next thing to do would be to go see if we can find his ship, just in case he has any slaves currently in it. In the areas where we know the purple flowers are, if you
Alright.
guys want to.
Excellent. So, as we are investigating the sides of the island, I want everyone to give me a knowledge nature check.
19.
19!
I already beat it. I already said it.
Oh,
It's too
okay.
late. I win.
Everyone gets the 19.
Wait a minute, I got a 23.
I'll play our little
And I
victory,
roll.
Victory chime.
Not
Oh
20.
damn.
People doing better than your 19.
Everybody
That's the only
blows
reason
his
I roll is to
19
beat the 19.
away.
This
You
KNX
guys
level goes to a
realize
41.
that if you are going to successfully be able to get across to the island today and figure out enough clues, you know that there is not a metaphorical, but a literal storm coming. Unless you guys can get over there in about, from now, 7 hours, the area is going to be racked by kind of like a tropical storm, like a massive storm.
We know how long that will last.
Seemingly at least a day. Because you guys exceeded, you got a nat 20, would have exceeded it by enough to know that once the storm starts, it'll be rough seas for about a day after that.
We still have to go
Well-
get his babies out of that cave.
Yeah, I'll do that later. I have to build some shit first to
They're
make
gonna
sure that
starve
they're
to
good to go.
death.
They're pretty
No,
good
we have to bring
scavengers.
back some guys. We have to bring back some captives, by the way. So, Rain, Alorian, don't kill everyone. I need at least 2 alive, please.
Alright.
Rain says,
That's the
Rain
most
looks at
evil
him.
thing.
Rain says, we'll do.
On the topic of these monsters I'm planning on raising, we need to bring back some cattle.
Live captives.
Yeah, some live captives. And then also, as far as speeding our trip up, Captain K does have the windfall compass.
Oh, that's right. He could even use that just in the tropical storm.
You do
He
have
can
a
change
yeah.
the weather.
I would say it would probably be a check to overcome a tropical storm with just, I think it's just like a regular breeze, basically, from the compass.
Hey, as someone from Florida, do I get a bonus to that?
Me
Character
too. I live in
no, you
South
get a
Carolina.
19.
You get a discount on meth.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's fair.
it's a pretty good discount.
Yeah, you get a 10 punch card meth pass.
Also, no, this character isn't from Florida, but my other character in Return of the Rune Lords is from Florida.
You do have
He is a
alligator.
gator.
Yeah, she is a gator pet.
All right, well, where do you guys want to go? Do you want to go straight over to the island? Do you want to go search for his ship? What do you want to do?
I think we know that
Um,
the people need to be saved as soon as possible, and that's the
So-
most time-sensitive thing.
yeah, and you guys said you were also wanting to check like the purple flowered areas, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me a survival check as you kind of hit the purple flower areas along the west coast of Anchorado.
That'll be a 30.
34.
Dang.
That was not good roll.
I'm just a little slow here.
I'm still waking up.
It's all good. So you guys are gonna find there's 2 flowers. Well, you guys have almost found the max number of XP for clues now. So as you investigate these areas, first of all, about halfway up the coast, you find where they have been mooring. It's not there anymore, but you see tracks as if the size of one of the ship boats from the Peregrine, the one you rolled ashore originally. It seems as though they have somehow, perhaps from the original ship, the Liberty's Herald, have one of the boats from that as well. And that is how they've just been rowing between the islands. You also would notice with those checks that there are a few rocks here that would likely have been tied off. You can see there are rope marks around them as the algae and moss has been scraped off in like horizontal bands. Suggests that the ship left only, maybe a few days ago. Like it hasn't been enough that algae and moss has grown back on the mooring stone. Give me a perception check as you have now discovered the landing site.
27.
Crenshaw, you have you guys have an eyeglass too, right?
Yeah, I currently have it.
All right, you extend it. You look out toward the island, and even though it is beginning to get cloudy, there is enough light to still reflect off a mirror, and you see a series of flashes coming from the island. Anyone can make a sense motive or a linguistics check to try to suss out what is being flashed here. Okay, sussed up to a 20.
Sin, you're not getting any better.
All right.
Oh, there we go.
Everyone working together, you
Show off.
quickly figure out based on Thenaldu, the faceless stalker that you captured, based on his descriptions, you guys piece together the code. What is being kind of flashed here, like a Morse code that is a little bit based on Aquan, a little bit based on Common, is status, ? We must go, leaving Karnax behind. It is waiting with instructions. So I'm
can you
going
put that in chat?
Yeah, I'm going to put it in chat.
Okay.
No, it's definitely cryptic. You guys need that in chat. So, status, we must go, leaving Karnax behind. It is waiting with instructions.
Well, looks like we need to go even faster now.
Ship itself, can I tell, is it something that we could catch up with our compass? Like that we can control the wind?
So I was looking up the how the compass works, and it basically works as like an alter wind spell. So I can basically like decrease the intensity of the wind by 1 step.
Mm-hmm.
So
Or increase? Or is it just...
increase. I could
Or
increase it.
increase. So, those strengths are like, I believe it is light, moderate, strong, and severe. Severe, which can have detrimental effects.
Right, so it could take it from severe to strong if we were in, say, a tropical storm.
Correct. It could lower it back down to
That's-
strong,
That's pretty good.
which would be a much better thing to deal with.
And Carrick says the Besmara will sail true.
So, as you guys discuss what to do, the mirror across at the other island, it's about 15 miles away, flashes the same pattern again. What do you guys do? You guys do have the signaling mirror that you took from Thenaldu.
Having figured out the code, can we transmit?
You could try to reflect the sunlight off yours to do a signal.
Okay, what do you guys think we should say? Something like, underway. We'll be there shortly. Look for the signal or something like that. See if we can
Yeah, that sounds
trick
pretty
them into
solid.
letting us sail
Yeah.
right in.
Okay. So you want to say that you found more people?
Yeah, we're gonna say acquired new ship, bringing new slaves. Look for the signal.
All right. You flash the mirror, tilting it back and forth rapidly to the pattern. There's a brief pause, and then they reply. You guys already got the successful check, so basically they reply with "All right, awaiting arrival. Follow the plan. Over."
Okay.
At that point, the mirror signaling stops. So do you guys... so first of all, with the amount of clues you guys got, and I already gave you some XP for the last ones the other day, but you guys need to add an extra 4,200 XP on top
Whoa!
of your total.
So we're at 46, 40,
This is
4,000.
what I've got.
40. I
Yeah.
think it's more like 45 based on what you guys had last
Yep.
time.
We
45,
were at,
450.
no, because we were at 41 beforehand.
Right, but 4,200 on top of that.
I'm so bad at math, guys.
Yeah, he's got it. Crenshaw's
all good,
got it.
brother.
That number looks correct.
I'm so bad at math.
It's all right.
All right.
Well, Captain, it looks like they're waiting for us. Is anybody good at disguises?
Is
Nope.
anyone who disguises?
Yeah, I have disguise self.
Why do we need disguises? They're frickin' changelings.
That's an excellent point. This guy makes an excellent point.
Do you want to
That's the
disguise
point.
yourselves
So I will
as
turn
faceless
myself
stalkers?
into
How do we disguise a Lorian?
Sure, that might be a problem. That I don't. We'll just keep him in the bilge for now.
How do we get him into the bilge?
Easy. I can teleport. I'll teleport. We'll get to the island. You'll be under the boat. I'll teleport you 30 feet behind them. They'll never know you're behind them. And then you just ravage them.
Alright. So I was tired of us having a not good length ship. And it should be 85 feet long. So I got us a ship token that we can use.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
And this will be to scale.
Perfect.
Should be a little bit wider. It is not going to perfectly line up with the map because this was the quickest boat I could find. But
You're good, man.
if you all would like, you can move your tokens onto the boat.
Oh, that was from another battle map.
Alright. And I believe before you had 6 crew members that you had managed to recruit from the populace.
How many faceless stalkers were there?
That you like caught or
3
killed?
that we know of.
Then we shouldn't take them. Because if we show up with the crew of like
nope.
12...
No, we have 3 and then we have a bunch of prisoners. If we get off the boat. Plus they use a rowboat, so honestly coming across in this big ass ship. So essentially 3 of us could be faceless stalkers and the others could quote unquote be prisoners.
Okay.
Where we, you know, if we want to do that whole like fake tie 'em up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Alright, so you have 6 people.
You need some sailor art? I've been waiting for this day.
Do you want
You
the
have
sailor art that
ability
you
to-
want to use?
I've got a ton of sailor art.
Okay. I'll leave the crew on for now, but feel free to put some sailor art in the Discord and I'll change it as we go.
Hoist the jib. Let us get underway.
You heard the captain.
Oh man,
Hoist
there's
the
so
jib.
many. Alright.
I've got a lot more where that came from.
Let's start with these ones.
Saving it. I've got a whole folder titled Pirates.
Alright, that's Pirate 1.
We're not even playing like we're good people. We're literally just calling ourselves pirate. You guys realize that, right?
Dude, I'm telling you.
We're not
It's
sailors,
only
we're
when
straight up
Ramona's
pirates.
it's only when Ramona's not around though.
Carrick's the only legitimate pirate.
We
it's
said
true.
that 2 weeks ago when Captain K was taking his nap, remember?
Oh,
I
if you
know,
remember,
yep.
but I'm the quartermaster here.
But we found out that the Cyclops.
Well, I'm the
was-
master at arms, damn it.
We found out. The
Yeah, I remember
Cyclops
that.
Was from the Shackles. So I'm telling you guys, just abandon this campaign. Go do Skullbones and Shackles.
Yeah, Drew. The Cyclops we saved last time is from the islands in Skulls and Shackles, and somehow he got transported over here with his family. Or
that's
and
cool.
so we could potentially take his ass back to Skulls and Shackles. Literally, like we now have a direct connection between this campaign and Skulls and Shackles if we wanted.
Alright, let's get
If we really want to ruin Ben's day.
I'm uploading your
Sounds like
pirate
fun.
stuff right now, one sec.
Also, our bard kind of ruined your chance of connecting with the goddess Besmara, just so you know.
Oh wait, what?
What did the bard do?
So we ran into this
He
orrery.
prank called a
Here.
demon instead of calling Besmara.
We ran into this orrery, which is like this artifact, which allows you to contact beings from other planes, and he used it to prank call Asmodeus.
And then didn't even succeed in that.
Besmara is really not going to care about that, to be
Actually,
honest.
she's probably relieved that you're not calling.
Alright, I'll leave. Alright, let's see. We got 1. We got 2.
You could just call her and like recite a poem to her.
Listen,
I'm not sure you want to draw the attention.
we
of the
can
pirate.
use the thing again in 3 weeks.
That is technically accurate. Well, 4 weeks. It's a month. Months have 4 weeks in them. Fun fact about months.
Let me tell you something about months.
Yeah, let me tell you something about months. They actually have 4 weeks, not 3 weeks. Well, hate to be the bearer of
Aw.
bad news.
First, we learned about calderas. Now we're learning about the existence of time and how we measure it.
All right, so let's get on the move. So, you guys begin to sail across the Arcadian Ocean from Ancorado to this new island. The island of Xanis Tan. You guys look up at the sky. You are still ahead a pace of the storm. It's about perhaps 5 hours till the storm ends. Perhaps 6, as you guys were efficient in what you were doing. As you sail, give me a perception check.
Be on lookout with the spyglass. Alrighty.
Alright, give me 1 sec. You see, swirling up from below the ship, off of the starboard side, the right side, two grotesque masses of blubber and rancid flesh, hideously piled upon itself, opening vast maws with teeth. As you see 2 of these creatures surface off your starboard bow. I'll make them big so you guys can get a look first. They are large
What
size,
the?
they're not that big.
Wow, that's awesome looking. Is it being pecked to death by birds?
As it surfaces, you see a large flock of birds do start to surround it and kind of like pick like carrion meat out of it.
It's immediately less threatening now.
Alright. We are going to roll for initiative. But let me delete everyone's things and go for it. Get out the Azlant dice.
What would it be to identify these?
This would be a knowledge dungeoneering check.
19!
A 19 is enough. But it'll have to be
I
on
would-
his turn that he identifies it.
I like how you used his 19 for him. Well played.
Yep.
Alright.
Kind of become the game is who can yell it first.
Yeah, it's kind of how it's gone.
He set it up just for that, by the way. I want everyone to know that. He did a good
He
job.
automatically gets 19 on stuff now, is the deal with it. Rain. Oh yeah, this is our first time doing the full party, so this will be good. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, the bard gets to take 10 on knowledge checks, and all of his knowledge checks are 19 when he takes 10. So
Except for
did
engineering.
kind of
Engineering
running
is
joke
24.
where, yeah, every time he has to identify something, he yells 19. So now we've just started trying to get it in before him.
Alright, so Sin, you see these creatures arising from the depths. What are your thoughts?
Is this one, are they not on board yet?
They are like oozing their way up the sides.
Okay.
Does the crew immediately start running away?
The crew is all just like, oh, like, sweet Desna, Desna weeps on us.
That's not enough.
The crew definitely start backing away as they are not combat trained.
I yell at them, "You'll worship Besmara on this ship."
What?
I
That wasn't part of the deal.
And Rain will yell, "You cowards, stand and fight, or you fight me later."
Alright,
I am going to
Dungeoneering,
pull out my daggers.
that is not enough to know, but you do pull out your daggers.
and I'm going to run and jump onto the back of the closest one
Awesome.
with my daggers.
All right. Give me an acrobatics check.
If this is how you die, you went metal.
All right. You successfully land on it, and because you successfully land, your feet kind of partially sink into this like decaying mass of goo. Give me a fortitude save as the smell hits you.
Oh, that's not good. That is good though.
You're
pretty
kind of
good.
just like, but you hold it together and don't vomit, trying to continue to look cool in front of your crew. Carrick, up by the captain's section. What are you doing?
Oh my god, I forgot to roll initiative.
I've been.
All right, hold on. Let Dakin roll in.
All right. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. It's been so long since I've
Just put
played.
me-
Like I got so much
I'm
on my
just gonna delay you
character
till after
sheet. It's
Carrick.
crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say just put it right after Carrick.
Oh yeah, Carrick always
Okay.
got all sorts of new stuff. The sea is
Give me
kind of
just one
like
sec.
not rough, but it is. Your boat is rocking back and forth as kind of the weather is starting to stir. A storm on the horizon.
On this far one over here, kind of in the right place so it doesn't affect this guy right here. Carrick
Okay.
is gonna move forward and cast Cloud of Seasickness.
All right, you step forward. A
You
blast
can control
of
the
magic.
wind and make fog. Pretty metal.
That's about all he can
as
do.
this cloud of kind of like thick sea mist that you would see in the right weathers around here flow up and around. The fog surrounds this creature. And
I think he put it out here, like where it's only affecting it.
okay, yeah, that
Yeah,
totally
like
makes
right
sense.
here.
You put it like off the bow, or off the starboard side. I am going to check one thing. You might
Are
not
they
be
immune
able
to poison?
They are immune to poison.
Well, that's a poison effect.
Yeah. So, you see this fog cloud like roll over it, and it's just like as you stare over the side, you know, the ship's rigging creaking. All of a sudden, this beast like rises back up out of the fog, starting to climb
It
on
makes
board.
him stronger than he was before.
He certainly does not look deterred.
Do birds just start dropping from the air around it, though?
Oh yeah, a few of the birds just like start dropping into the ocean. All right, Dakin.
Dakin's going to, just as a move action, he's going to start a party performance on Inspired Courage, so everybody gets that +2 to hits. That's sweet, sweet. And then I will use my standard action to move
Okay.
to get about right here.
Can you use your 19 to identify these things?
And then I'll use my 19 to identify these things.
All right, you start. Are you dancing or what?
Oh yeah, I probably have my instrument out.
As you begin strumming your instrument, the crew lets up like a hearty like huzzah as they rally to the sight of your or to the sound of your music. With your natural 19, automatic 19 on stuff, you would know that this is what's called a globster. Not a lobster, but a globster, as it is kind of a glob.
Wow, they got real creative with that one, didn't they?
A globster is a living collection of half-digested parts from larger sea creatures such as whales and squid. Passers-by usually discover it by smell long before they actually see it. Many unfortunate folk who happen upon a globster mistake it for the carcass of a beached animal and get too close before discovering that it is very much alive. Some people thought they were originally undead, but you would know that they are in fact merely a type of ooze. With a 19, you're gonna get at least 2 pieces of information out of that. We'll say 3. 1, you know it's an ooze, so they are immune to ooze traits. They have like regular ooze traits, which is like immune to poison, immune to sleep, paralysis, and all that. They can't be flanked or have precision damage on them.
Or crit, I think.
Or crit, yeah. You would also know that if it eats something or someone, it can regurgitate it and create like a mini globster if it kills the person inside. You would also know that those who get struck by it or touch it are subject to its disgusting scent and have the potential to be nauseated. Let's see. Is actually, you would also know that once they get on board and are kind of like not hanging from the side, their stench is going to start wafting across you and the crew, and there's a chance it'll sicken you if you're within 30 feet. Those are the information that you know. That is about it. There you go. Made it so you can stand on top of it. Alright. Now it is Rain's turn.
Rage, of course.
Alright. You fly into a rage.
Okay. And she saw, what am I talking about? Wake up, Danny. Here we go. She's gonna run over here 30 feet, and she has her underwater great axe. She figured she's going under the water.
I think they're actually climbing up the side
They
of
are
the ship
climbing up
now.
the side of the ship.
But once I
Yeah.
hit it,
I wouldn't fall overboard if I were you. We're sailing right now, full
You
sails
are
ahead,
sailing, so keep in
just
mind
be
once
careful.
the top of the order once we get to the top of the order, the boat is going to move.
Okay.
So you might get man overboard left behind,
Oh.
or have to swim back.
Okay.
How fast does the boat move?
Carrick, do you have your boat stats up?
I can find them real quick.
Boat stats.
Which ship did you end up using as the template?
I can't remember the junk ship is the one.
the
I
junk.
can't remember where
That's
I
actually
found
this
it.
is
Though.
actually the junk layout that I put on the map.
Oh, perfect.
Man, I love that ship. The ship looks BA in my opinion.
Yeah, it looks great. It was well done.
Junk
So she'll hit it with her great
Pathfinder.
axe.
So you guys are flying by wind now. It's a max speed of 90 feet around.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, even with your 40-foot swim speed, you'd get left behind pretty quick by that.
What
This
is it?
ship can book it, and I assume with your compass you have the wind going in the favorable direction.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. As
Wow.
you guys
I can
left,
I can
port,
cast
you
the
definitely,
alter winds if you want me to.
You can only make one attack if you move.
I
There
know,
you
but
go.
it went crazy. It
Oh,
did.
it lagged.
30 is going to hit.
See, it did it 3 times.
We're just gonna go off. Oh, we're gonna go off the first swing then. 24
That's fine.
is going to hit. And is going to deal 27 damage to them.
Nice.
Let's see. Okay. Next up are these things.
I was going to say, is talking a free action, right?
Yeah, talking is a free action.
She's going to yell at these guys here and tell them to get their ass over here and start helping, or she will personally throw their asses over the boat when it's done.
Alright. It just kind of ignores the fact that you're on its back, and the two of them climb up onto... Push that guy out of the way. Onto the ship. Keep Sin on top of them. As they get to the top, I need everyone to make a fortitude save as this gut-churning stench washes across the area.
Do I have to make another one?
No, you do not. because you already had you already could have been affected by the worst condition, which was nauseated, and you succeeded at that.
Well, see you guys on the other side.
All right, so if you get
You're just nauseated.
if you get an 8, less than an 18, you are sickened, and you are going to be sickened for 10 rounds.
Oh my god.
It's better than nauseated. Nauseated means you can take no actions.
How do we get nauseated?
If you actually, like, if it hits you or you touch it.
Oh, okay.
A weapon does not count.
I didn't hear what was the save that was needed for.
It was a 18.
Okay.
Captain
guys.
Tay, you heard that regarding your tentacles. Be careful.
Heard what? Sorry, I was a little distracted.
Basically,
right
if you touch it physically, I don't know if your tentacles are not actually part of your body, so I don't know if that would count. 'Cause they
They're
are.
a natural attack. They are part of him.
yeah, I think.
If they are a natural attack, then yes, it would count if they slammed into it.
Yeah, they're a secondary natural attack.
All right, and each of them is going to try and make one slam attack. The one that's holding Sin is just going to kind of like bring its like bluish pseudopods around and try to slam you on top of it. What is Sin's AC right now? Alright, that is going to be a hit. You're going to take 13 damage. And it tries to start pulling you into its body, but it does not manage to. Now the other one, as this sailor over here runs up, trying to, encouraged by the singing, it's going to turn around and try to hit that sailor. Instantly does. And kills him and sucks him inside.
Does Sin need to make a fortitude save for being hit?
I believe once he has made it once, he is immune. Yes, he is immune.
Oh.
So since he already landed on it when he dove off the ship, he is immune to that now because he made the successful save once. All right, so this guy is dead and has been absorbed into the ooze.
I got more pirate art. We're good.
Okay, we got more fire art. That one is done. That brings us to Alorian.
He's gonna delay until after me.
All right, Crenshaw. I'm just gonna. You want to permanently delay him?
Yeah, he's just gonna move after me. I'm gonna 5-foot step. How long away from the area that we're going? Like, how long is the trip? You said it was 15 miles. Are we gonna be getting there like later today? So, provided we survive this.
15 miles. I'll do some math, but it'll take a couple hours basically. It's gonna be faster because you're using a ship, not a rowboat. Because you guys took the time to construct a
Gotcha,
jump.
and we can control the wind and all of that. Okay.
So faster than the book assumes.
Okay, so yeah, I'll cast Greater Magic Fang on him,
All right.
which is 7-hour duration.
Greater Magic Fang is going to go off. As there's this magical glowing green light that increases itself around his teeth and claws. And then we're going to move down to the actual Alorian's turn.
Yeah, and he'll try and full attack it. I assume that after the bite, he has to make the save, and if he doesn't,
if
then
he
it just
succeeds on
stops.
a natural attack, he will have to make a
Okay.
save, and if he fails, then he'll be nauseated. Also, when I with the enhancement suite that I'm using for Roll20 right now, can you guys see it ping you guys when I switch to your turns?
Yeah.
Very cool. I like that. Okay, so let's go before we do the other attack. So bite is gonna hit. That's gonna be for 36 damage. Make the fortitude save. Fights off the nausea, even as this like slimy, viscous material slides down Alorian's throat. He manages to continue with the claw attacks and shreds that one apart.
Awesome.
As it collapses in a puddle of goo, Sin, you kind of just like land in it, and it is fully destroyed.
Lame.
All right, so that's one globster down. Sin, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna take a step back and start wiping off my boots.
Oh yeah, it's nasty. It's a full round action to wipe those boots. It's real gross.
That's it.
All right.
After having seen it eat one of the crew, I'm gonna say, don't run in there and get killed. Leave it to the professionals and hope that the rest of the crew doesn't die.
They're like, okay, go Besmara or whatever you said.
Exactly.
So Sin starts cleaning himself. Carrick,
All right.
still got a gross globster on your ship.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna step a little closer and throw my Orca tip spear as a ranged weapon. So just 1 second, and there we go.
Does that have the bardic performance?
I think it does. Oh no, it doesn't. So +2.
Okay, that'll hit. The song inspires you to connect with this nasty creature. All right, you're gonna deal 11 piercing damage. Is this you have the +1 Orca tip
piercing.
spear?
Yes.
Okay, so that is magical. The spear kind of sinks in, and you get the sense that it's not really the puncturing of the spear, but the magic kind of crackling off the Orca tooth that's making its inside sizzle. So it does still do damage, but it is still alive, for lack of a better term.
And is like my spear just absorbed into like the fatty material, or is it still sticking out?
You can pull it back out.
Okay.
Basically, it's just like it would potentially have been immune, but your magic spear is overcoming that.
Okay.
Dakin, what would you like to do?
I will step over here, and then I'll just. Do I have anything? No, there's nothing really worthwhile spell-wise to do right now. So I'll just. Well, no, I don't want to touch it. Never mind. I don't wanna
If
touch
you
it.
use a weapon, it wouldn't touch it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It has to physically be like a natural attack or like a touch spell, like something you have to like lay physical contact upon it.
Okay. Then I'll just. Ooh.
That
Immune to
is a crit with a nat. What did you get on those? Is that a nat 20?
It's an
It's
ooze,
an
so it's
18.
immune to crits.
It is not going to do the crit damage, but is nonetheless a impressive flourish of your rapier. It is instead going to do that 6 damage as it continues to like. And that is going to bring us back to Rain.
Alrighty. Gonna hit with that great axe. I don't know why it's taking so slow. So I'm not gonna hit it 3 times. Let's see when it goes.
It might be on your end. It could also just be roll 20 is experiencing a high load right now.
Yeah, I've hit it, but there it is. Why didn't it? Oh,
All right.
Well, the second one probably got there.
It manages to like move its like pseudopod body around and avoid the first strike. But the second one, you manage to cleave into it, and it goes right through where its quote-unquote head would be, and it kind of loses cohesion as the mass falls apart. And with that, our 2 globsters are dead before it can turn that sailor into a 3rd globster. It's like the sailor's like steaming, acid-ridden body like slides out onto the deck. And that is going to be the end of combat. Let us go back to our non-combat music.
Globster's such a funny name.
Yeah, it's an incredible name. Bless whoever came up with that. Alright, so let's do some XP. Everybody is going to get 800 100 XP from the 2 lobsters. All right.
Eric goes over to the sign on the ship that says how many days since the last workplace accident and changes it back to 0.
Rip.
Was that really an accident?
Give me
guess so.
Either a profession sailor or diplomacy or intimidate check. One of the 3 checks to keep the crew actually functioning on the boat.
Oh, he's pretty good at that.
Oh yeah, like it's nothing. You have seen death on ships before. With that 27, you're just rallying troops as they give him a brief prayer, and they ask you to do a prayer to Besmara because they're not really sure how to do that. But they drop him into the ocean with a burial at sea.
And start scrubbing the decks before the acid eats into the wood.
Yeah, they start swabbing.
I throw a gold piece into the sea and say, "May the pirate king keep the rest of you suckers alive." Queen, I meant.
It's a valuable piece of gold. We don't have a lot of that to go around.
Yo, you have a bar. We got plenty.
Oh man,
give me
my
a
bars made
perception
me
check.
any money so far.
Give me a perception check as you toss that gold coin in.
You just summoned a kraken.
So you see, with your knowledge of Besmara, you see that there's a few ways pirates can see her pleasure. And in this one, you see the coin, even though you flicked it into the ocean, which would, by all laws of physics, should have kind of arrested the momentum of the spin, the coin kind of keeps spinning around and around really fast as it sinks, which would be a sign that Besmara is pleased by these actions.
That's awesome.
Yes. Carrick's very happy about this. And he usually treats these crew members really badly, but he turns and, puts his arm around 2 of them and is like, "What a good day this is," as we just put their co-worker to
They're
rest.
just like, aye, Captain. It sure is. It's like, as they start mopping up the slime. All right. With that, you are successfully going to land on the island.
I'll make sure to signal as we're coming in the 3 flashes.
Oh, little bit of a heads up. We have no more wand of healing, so don't get hit.
Except for all his spell slots and all my spell slots.
All right.
All but one of my spell slots, because don't forget, one of them is haste, and that's for Lorien.
As you all
Everyone should
approach-
have 4 cure moderates. Sorry.
No, you're fine. As you approach Xanis Tan, you realize that the waters grow increasingly choppy. You realize that, almost strangely so, the ocean around the island has become incredibly turbulent. You guys are going to need to make the captain is going to need to make a sailing check, a profession sailor check, to try to keep the crew on the right track. And I'm going to move us to first.
Oh no.
I have
Nat 1.
that. Can I roll too?
All right.
To help?
Yeah, I can assist.
Yeah, can I assist?
We're
you can
gonna
try to
need your
assist, but the
assistance.
nat 1 might be it.
Can I assist? And by assist, I mean, can I play music to give him +3 to inspire confidence?
Everyone here has
Too late.
assisted him, which brings him from a 9 to a 13, which still would not be enough, even if he hadn't gotten that one.
Well, you can't critically fail skill checks, so.
In my world, you can.
Oh no.
Well, I give you guys
Dun,
critical
dun, dun.
successes in the past when you guys get nat 20 on a.
That's true.
True.
Exactly.
But even if I wasn't doing that, 13 with the assists would still not be enough. So
What about a 16?
I will say, yeah, with a 16, I will say that is enough that your ship is not going to sustain any real damage or anything like that. But with the crew's help, you're going to manage to kind of anchor it close enough to the island where it's sheltered, but it's not exactly where you want to go. So I'm gonna mark
Probably.
a red X where you're headed. That's like where you think the prisoners are. The red circle is about where you landed.
Jeez, way off course.
The island itself is not massive. So for every... Let's do a quick math version in my head. For every 10 feet on the island map, that is going to be 1 mile. So if you kind of went around this bay over to that, it's about 60 feet. So 6 miles. Although, if you can kind of look at the topography of the map, I'll leave that line up there in a second. You can see that there is, like, it's all uphill around here, leading to this peak over here. It doesn't look like a volcano, but it certainly slopes to the top.
Alright, hear me out. We go up here,
That never ends well for us, by the way.
so that when we go down here, it's all downhill from here.
Okay. Intriguing strategy. Alright. That's interesting. Alright. As you
So-
all... sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, so it's just a 6-mile hike.
Yes. So as you guys dock there, or weigh anchor, you see by the circle an old watchtower. An ancient square stone tower stands in the sand at the water's edge. The tower's battlements show few cracks and little wear despite the construction's apparent age. But the tower's upper stories have crumbled away, and only a broken stump and piles of rubble remain. So you guys could skirt the tower, you could investigate the tower, that is up to you.
Well, we all know we're going to investigate the tower.
Alright, I'm going to
Yeah,
reveal the tower's area. It is literally like partially out over the water. So I'm going to, if Roll20 wants to let me.
Come on,
in
Roll20.
the top right over here is where you guys would have kind of landed to the east or to the right of that structure. You guys can put yourselves on the map if you would like. All right. Give me 1 second.
Okay, what now?
All right. So you guys are outside of the ancient watchtower. Give me a perception check as you kind of start. I believe you guys had that small rowboat kind of equipped to the back of your ship from the they left behind from the Peregrine. So we'll say you guys could row ashore in that, so you don't have to swim ashore. Dakin, you easily spot this like it's nothing, as you've perhaps heard of ancient towers like this in the stories you love to sing about. Carrick and Rain, you guys also see what you're looking for. You spot it looks like it was perhaps wrecked and then hidden in the forest at the edge of the beach. One of the ship's boats, this one labeled as being from the Liberty's Herald, the previous ship before the Peregrine took over shipping to the colony, has been wrecked and left over here.
How badly damaged?
It has a big hole in like the stern of it in the back. It's repairable.
So if I spent a little time and used my craft ship, I might be able to fix it back up and have a second ship for the colony.
It's just one of like the boats, you know. It's like one of the rowboats
okay.
that like attaches to the bigger ships, essentially.
Got you.
Additionally, with those perception checks, you notice something else. In the moist sand around the tower, there are footprints. Although they are partially smudged, it is evident that most of them belong to medium humanoid creatures. But however, one set of footprints belongs to a bigger creature. You all can see that the most recent footprints head west. You can make knowledge dungeoneering and knowledge local checks to try to identify these various prints. Yes, the regular 19 is not going to do it for either check.
What
Either
was
dungeoneering or local. For the two different types of footprints. 19. So you would know that the larger footprints belong to faceless stalkers, and the local you would suss out as being probably some sort of human, or at least humanoid footprints.
Well, can I able to track them?
What?
I said, well, can I use survival to track them?
Yeah, well, you can use survival to track them. You guys would also see that while there is no door on the ground floor, right over here, there is a steel ladder that has not been ruined by the elements. You could use that to climb up to this balcony area, and then go inside the remaining floor of the watchtower.
Can a Lorian fit in that?
Yeah.
If he can climb a ladder.
He can climb anything.
He could probably climb up.
Yeah, but he can't. He can barely fit. I don't even think that thing could fit through a normal door anymore.
Yeah, there's squeeze rules. He can squeeze through something half his size.
He can squeeze. They just take AC penalties, and I believe you can only move half movement.
Yes.
It's how they deal with like large animal companions in dungeon tunnels and stuff.
Well, do the tracks lead like in? I haven't
Most of
given
the
you
tracks
survival yet.
they lead off to the west, so presumably farther across the island.
But no tracks leading in here with the 32.
Not that you can see.
Okay.
However, if you guys go over to the ladder, there is a plaque written in Azlanti that you guys can try to read.
I speak Azlanti.
Yeah, so can Carrick.
So, as you guys investigate that, there is a half-crumbled away plaque with a label and what remains of a map. Based on your knowledge of this area, it's a map of this island. So I am going to zoom out and show you guys on the map what exactly you are seeing. The circle where you guys are now, on the map it is labeled Watchtower. You see that, sorry, I'm just like alt-tabbing between a bunch of things. The next area, we'll do a 2. That 2 says village. The 3, what do we have? I'm just gonna draw the numbers first. That's supposed to be a 4. I'm just bad at drawing. Okay. So, where it says 2 on the map, it says an Azlanti junkyard.
Wait, which one?
Number 2.
I thought that was village.
I was mistaken. It's not village.
Okay.
Number 3. It is listed as the Twisted Cavern. And number 4 is listed as the Astronomical Device.
Another one.
And number 5 is listed as the Pillars of Long Shadows. And that is all that remains visible on this, like, partially destroyed plaque. All right.
All right. Well, I had him climb up. We can, I guess, go in there and check out what's inside.
Are we trying to be quiet, or are we just barreling in?
Well, if you want to send in Mr.
It's a dinosaur.
Oxford.
There's no being quiet. At
There's
this
no
point. I feel
quiet.
like a
The ground
dinosaur
shakes as he
climbing a
walks.
steel ladder is over.
Clang, clang, clang. All right.
I mean, he climbed straight up the wall, so.
I regretfully
so-
saw the third Jurassic Park movie. I've seen this play out too many times.
All right. As you guys, whoever wants to move inside the actual watchtower may. Alorian goes in first, I assume.
Yeah.
All right. As he enters, Crenshaw, before you round the corner, you hear a voice in a gravelly tone. It is in Aquan, so anyone in Aquan can understand this. In Aquan, it says, "Oh, come on, you're home. Just drop the ridiculous disguises."
Hmm.
Do you want to peek in the room?
Tell it to Queen Doppelpopolis.
Crenshaw, as you peek around the corner, I assume you do.
I'm just gonna look through his eyes.
All right, you look through Alorian's eyes. You look around the room, seeing the ruined staircase that used to lead to the ground floor, no longer usable. You see some pillars that used to go to a ceiling that's no longer here. And you see a large wooden table, seemingly undamaged by the elements, in the center of the room. Again, however, you hear the voice, and as you look through the eyes this time, you see the table split along its drawer, a tongue wriggle out as it opens a maw. And this is what you see through Alorian's eyes.
Jesus. Okay, well, are you guys gonna make an attempt at talking to this thing, or should I just tell him to get it?
Oh, hey, I've played one of those before.
It's just like, what, are you acting like some kind of beast? Come on. Is there any word from the master?
I tell him to enter the room. At some point, it's gonna sense motive and realize this is just a dinosaur.
Hello? Then I'll do. Is that you? What? It's gonna lunge forward and try and slam it.
Yeah, there it is.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
he
try
was
to-
just like slowly, aggressively looking forward at it as he trudged forward, so sure.
You have to remember, the dino loves monologuing.
Yep,
Alright, what is the Tino's AC right now?
30.
30. So he's actually gonna hit it, because this thing has it's a hit. Alright, let's get a roll going. Alright, Alorian is gonna take 20 damage.
He's getting attacked without initiative?
Oh, yeah, let's roll in first, because he wasn't flat-footed. Let's roll initiative.
Like, he was advancing on it.
Hold on. Alright, go ahead and roll, now that we're on a new map.
Just wow.
Let's see. What is his AC or his initiative?
Come on, Sin. Roll low.
Rolo.
Oh, well, that's not rolling low.
All right. It is still gonna go first, so I'm gonna keep the same roll.
Sure.
So he's gonna take 20 damage, and I need Alorian to make a reflex save. Whoops, I am scrolled up way too high. He got a 27. That is for sure enough. The body of this desk kind of feels like it's sticking to Alorian, but it does not stick all the way to it. Sin.
I am going to just climb the ladder and make my way there.
Okay, go ahead.
And that is a... and then... Alright. I'm done.
All right. All right. Before we get fully into the fight, I have to go help my wife with something. So why don't we take a quick 5-minute bathroom break?
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Not much. Just helping April with some stuff. Alright, let's...
Had a friend that played, I think other people are still gone. They said they went to get ice cream.
Valid.
I mean, nice.
back.
Had a friend who I play PUBG with on occasion,
Uh-huh.
and he always loses. Like, it's become a running joke. He's never won before,
Oh
ever.
my god.
And
Brutal.
we've been playing for like months. We've been playing, and he's never won. And finally, this weekend, he won. He printed it off and went and got a frame and framed it for his friend. He's got it sitting in his kitchen on a frame on his countertop.
That's honestly really, really fucking funny. Oh my god.
Ben, how's your wife feeling?
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, do you have a picture of your daughter in the room? Because
Who, me? My daughter's not born yet, so no.
No. I was talking to my buddy about him having a framed picture of his game win
Oh,
thing.
yes,
And I was like, do you have a framed picture of your daughter? Because your wife might be kind of pissed off about this.
My wife's doing good. That's hilarious, first of all. My wife's doing good.
She ready for this to be over with, I'm sure.
Yeah, she is, for sure. Just wants it to be done.
Yep.
Our friend sent us a little mobile for the crib today, which is really cute. It's got a bunch of like stars and planets and stuff.
And make sure you paint those little minis for her to play with, so when she gets bigger, she knows what these things are.
Yeah. I already got her. The first book I bought was the ABCs of D&D. It's like O is for owlbear, etc., etc.
That's epic.
Who are we still waiting for? I think just Yuri. And we need Ethan in as well.
Nope, I'm back.
Oh, he's back. Okay, just Yuri.
For future reference, Ben, if there's any way for you to wear that helmet that you have, the Knight's helmet, with the headphones, that would be like
Did you see
perfect
me with the playing
for the
around
stream.
the helmet earlier?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got it right here. I don't know. I gotta get like earbuds or something, because it like doesn't quite fit with the headphones.
Yeah, but it's like right on brand.
Yeah,
You
like
should
now,
take a picture
now you
of
guys
that.
are just like a faint whisper.
You should take a picture of that.
Deus Volt!
Hi. Hooah!
Yeah, I spray painted. I tried to. I cut out a really bad stencil and tried to spray paint Iomede's holy symbol on it, but it kind of just looks like it got shot in the head.
Yeah.
So, not perfect.
That's a pretty cool helmet, though.
Yeah, it was like a few bucks at the costume store. I'll try to figure it out for next time.
Yeah, that would look great, especially with that logo picture that you have.
I still have. Let me see. I might just put on the chainmail one because I can hear you guys do that. So.
Sorry, I'm back. Just had to find
you're
my
good, man.
nuts. I have a
You
bag.
had to find your nut.
Yeah, I have a bag of macadamia nuts.
Okay.
Listen, I'm on keto, so I have to eat very specific things, and macadamia nuts are one
I
of them.
went into my costume shed earlier and got a bunch of bits and bobs.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's awesome.
It's too hot in here for the full suit. suit, so we'll just do that. I found these like steampunk goggles in my garage.
Oh,
Well,
that's
we'll play
cool.
Starfinder.
Yeah, it'll be good for Starfinder. They remind me of Did you guys ever play Knights of the Old Republic, the first one?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What's
that
his
looks
name?
awesome.
The bounty hunter that chases you. He's got like the same goggles.
Oh, it starts with a C.
It does. Like,
Karth.
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 It is Karth.
Karth is the bounty hunter? Is that his name?
No, Karth was
That's-
Karth Onassi.
Yeah,
He was
Karth
the guy who was
Onassi
in
is
your
like your
team.
companion.
Huh.
It's
Well,
definitely
then I'm
not
confused.
Sorry.
Did you see
Callow.
the,
It's Callow Nord.
Kalo Nord, that was it.
Sorry. The only people I like to remember from Knights of the Republic, not that it's a bad game, but the only character I really like out of it is HK-47. For obvious
HK-47 is
reasons.
really, really funny.
In the
Dude,
first one, I
Revan's
really liked
pretty
Jolie
badass
Binder.
too.
Dude,
Well,
that was like
he
the
was
original
badass.
video game twist, was finding out. Spoiler for anyone for the like 20-year-old game
Yeah.
that your character
You
is
are
actually Darth
Revan.
Revan.
You are Revan.
I was blown away.
Dude,
as a
that
kid.
scene kind of blew my mind. I was like
person
really
you're fighting.
amazed.
The person you're fighting is a clone of you.
When I first played that game, I was just really bad at video games. I was just, like not a good video game player. And the way that I beat Malik the first time I ever beat that game was I had a really terrible build, but I had bought a shit ton of mines, and I was faster than him. So I would do this thing. It literally took me like an hour and a half to beat him because I was like 0.1% faster than Malik. So I would run around a circle in the boss room and he would chase me. And I had determined that if I did, I think it was like 12 runs around the room, he would lag far enough behind me that I could plant one mine.
That's awesome.
So I literally just spammed that for like an hour and a half. And then I went back years later and beat it and I was like, wow, this is way easier. Like, what was I doing?
Yeah, I remember playing that video game, and when I was finished, was like, this is literally the best video game that will ever be made.
It's really good. Dude, I'm just waiting for the Mass Effect remake to come out.
Yeah, it got leaked.
Alright, well, while we're here, let's actually play some Pathfinder. So Sin climbed up,
I guess.
and now it is Alorian.
Okay, well, I guess he's just gonna pull attack it.
Alright.
I don't speak the language, so I have no idea what it's saying, and it just said he's a great dinosaur.
Yeah, it's all in Aquan, so to you, it's just like random burbling noises. Just like.
Nobody else said anything, so I assumed that they're fine with this, so...
Alright, so first one misses. As somehow it like leaps out of the way as this table. Second and third are gonna hit for a total of, you got 22 on both. So 44. It is still alive though, proving to be more durable than your average creature that we all know it's a mimic.
Okay.
So now it is actual Crenshaw's turn.
I'll move up to here and shoot at it with my longbow,
Okay.
and probably miss. Alorian fires it. He's a winner.
The arrow goes wide, kind of lodges into the wall over here, but does not manage to connect with the mimic. Carrick.
All right, Carrick is going, since he's pretty far away, is going to make a double move action
Okay.
to right there, and that's going to be his turn.
Excellent. All right. So, you double move over there, and then it is going to be Dakin. You are still on the ground, but you can hear the sounds of combat. And you would have also heard it talking in Aquan.
Dakin's gonna just sprint. Do you have to have a straight line for sprint?
You do have to have a straight
Yes.
line for sprint.
Alright, then he's just gonna walk slowly.
He does have to also climb the ladder, though, keep in mind.
Oh, how big is the ladder?
It's like 10 feet.
Oh, I didn't
So he
realize
has
that
to go
way. Okay.
like that.
So that's 30 feet right here. I'll go right here.
Those pesky ladders, they'll get you. Alright, that's going to bring us back to this thing. And this time,
Rain didn't go.
you all hear in common.
Yeah,
You didn't roll initiative.
Rainy didn't
Oh,
roll
Rain didn't roll
initiative.
in? Rain, go
I
ahead.
did. God dang it.
I'll just add you in. It was a 5. So
It says
it's your
5.
You had to roll again.
I'll just add it in as 5. It's fine. But it is your
That
turn
said
because that's we skipped you, Axon. So go ahead.
Okay. She's gonna double and do
You
60.
should have, I believe, 80 feet of movement now.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
No, because she doesn't have the fast movement bonus.
Oh,
But she has
her
that necklace.
archetype gets rid of it?
Yeah, but doesn't she have that necklace that gives you plus 10 speed?
No.
The water one, remember?
Let me check the loot list real fast.
It was like one of the side bonuses of one of those necklaces of like water breathing. Was it gave like a plus 10 enhancement bonus to speed.
Yeah, we don't have anything to give her extra speed.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
We have nothing for that, so you're just your normal speed.
Okay.
Is no one wearing those necklaces? I feel like someone. I thought someone was.
Nope.
Okay, well, never mind. All right, double move so you can get to 60 feet. Then it's back to this thing's turn, and you hear in common. It opens its mouth again, and it's like, "Let's not be too hasty. Everyone, calm down and take a breath."
Ben, I don't think I moved my whole movement. I'm sorry.
You were right here, I believe. So you've moved 25 out of 60. So
Right.
if you wanted to get into the room, you could get about there.
Okay. Alrighty. Thanks. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Oh, take your thingy off, dummy.
So you would be right in front of where Carrick's token is.
Okay. Thanks.
No worries. You guys can make a sense motive check on that if you would like.
All of us?
Everyone can hear him now, and it's in common.
Okay.
With Dakin, you assisting up to Crenshaw. Dakin's
20.
kinda like, I'm not sure, but you assist Crenshaw up to a 20, and Crenshaw, you're like, no, this fucking table's lying to you, bro.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Man, how many times have I said that?
Too many, I mean.
If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. You can't trust a table.
Yeah, tables are the ultimate enemy. So say that's trying to lure you guys into a false sense of security. It is going to use its study target ability.
Study target, awesome. This thing's a slayer.
It is a Slayer, yes. It's gonna use that on a Lorian. That's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be another 18 damage, and give me another reflex save for a Lorian.
I'm gonna use my immediate action to take the hit for him.
All right, there is a swirl of like this like nature magic that bonds the pair of you, and as the damage kind of filters into you, you like double over as these wounds just open up on him, and no one is stuck to the table, but you take the damage for your partner.
Took it.
And that is going to be back to Sin.
I am going to bust in there and perfect. I can get to that spot right there. Boom.
All right.
He will get an attack of opportunity, but that's okay because I'm gonna get flanking with the dino in a second.
You could also
Deal
make
some
an
damage out to
acrobatics
him.
check to try to avoid him.
You have to move at half speed
Okay.
if you do
Oh
that,
yeah,
though.
you can't double move and do that.
Oh yeah.
So he will roll AC 16, right?
Yes, sir.
Almost just yeeted my dice into my coffee.
That would have been awesome.
It's a potential crit. Confirms.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Open the door. Get on the floor.
So what are you making next? Because he's about to do 40 damage to you or something.
Everybody walk the dinosaur.
I was wondering where you were going with
Yeah,
that.
dude, I was also about that. Like really messed up my math. I was like, what the fuck is he saying? Hold on, I gotta redo basic math in my head after hearing that. All right, you're going to take 32 damage, as it just like it basically spins on one table leg and just whiplashes you and hits you against the wall.
So close. Couldn't you have done 10 more damage?
Well, 32 I think is gonna drop him anyway.
Yeah, but
The game's not over yet. he's now unconscious against the wall.
Yeah, this gets like absolutely like if a table could throw a roundhouse, that is essentially what just happened.
Does it hit me and like throw me against the wall like
Yeah,
that?
it's
Like,
like boom.
slumped in the corner.
the furniture,
Alright.
it's deadly.
Dino, you're up.
It's like yeah, it's a Lorian's turn. It's like
Avenge
that's
me!
in that Lonely Island song, in YOLO. There's like 2 words about furniture, killing machines.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure he's just gonna absolutely savage that thing. Let's see. It's 28 damage, 48 damage. It is actually still standing as Lorian tries to take it apart.
Wow.
I just realized, actually, because he is hitting with a natural attack. Give me another reflex save on a Lorian to see if he gets stuck against the mimic.
Oh, it's including if I thought it was just if it hit him.
Well, it says it's also
Gotcha.
affects if a weapon hits a adhesive coated mimic.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm gonna say if it
let's
affects a
check
weapon, it would affect his claws.
here. And saves.
This time he the bite gets off, then gets the first claw attack, and his like left foreleg is just stuck on top of the table like glue.
That's fine. So he's grappled, right?
Yes, I believe it's just
Okay.
it's just the grapple.
Yeah, that's fine. He's gonna be regretting being stuck to a Lorian, not the other way around.
Yeah, I don't think this is its strongest move. Okay. Also, wait, going back, I have to do one more little bit of damage on a Lorian because the first time he attacked,
He made this.
Oh no, he did make it the first time. You're good. Never mind. I was reading. All right, so that was a Lorian's full turn, and Crenshaw, go ahead.
I'll drop the bow and move up to here while pulling out my long spear, and I'll try and jab it.
20 is going to hit for 7. As you guys are like carving away at this desk, and every like facade of like quote unquote wood that's chipped off, it's just like flesh underneath essentially.
Does my long spear get stuck to it?
No, you pull the spear free, thankfully.
Okay.
Carrick,
Okay.
it's your turn.
I want to see you get your tentacles stuck on your face like you licked a pole in wintertime.
If I were to move through those spaces next to the wall to get to Sin, would that provoke an attack of opportunity?
Sure does.
It
yeah,
has already taken one.
But then he went again.
No, he acts after it.
Oh no, Sin
It
is
has
right
to
after.
come around,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, to be fair, you're not sure
Plus,
if he has combat
we don't know
reflexes.
what
Yeah, he could have combat reflexes.
not
That's
sure.
true.
Okay.
You could risk
Well-
it. That's up to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna move to here.
All right, he's gonna make an attack of opportunity because he's got combat
Okay.
reflexes.
Dude,
Okay.
if he crits you.
This is the best table ever. He got damn close to critting, but he did not. That's gonna be a hit.
I have an AC at 19.
You are going to. He got like a 30 something.
Okay.
He is gonna do 22 damage to you
Okay.
as he just like brings one foreleg table leg forward and just fucking like punches you in the hip.
And Carrick's gonna shake that off. I could still get to do my
You can still do your standard
turn,
action.
right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to cast Cure Light Wounds
All right.
onto Sin.
There is.
Cast defensively.
He doesn't need to because he can't op attack him
Yeah, if he has enough attacks of opportunity.
twice. Combat reflexes only lets you attack new people per thing.
No, it just gives extra attacks of opportunity. It has to be a separate triggering action, but it can do the same person again.
I feel like I had looked this up before because then it would be like if someone ran through the threatened area of like a giant, they like ran past
Right.
the giant, they get like 3
That's
hits.
one triggering action. That's one triggering
I see
action.
what
The
you're
spell casting is a separate triggering action.
They may make a number of additional attacks opportunity per round equal to dex bonus. Alright, yeah, I guess we'll have to cast defensively, because he does still have one more. Or you could try to tank the hit, but he did hit you pretty easily, so.
Yeah, I'll just take the hit.
If you do get hit, though, you'll have to make a check to keep the spell. Considering how
Okay.
easily
But-
I mean,
so
up to you. Do
either-
you want to risk the hit, or do you want to try to cast defensively? It's up to you.
Yeah, let's just do defensively. Let's see what happens. I have pretty good concentration. So.
Okay, go ahead. That is a success on your concentration check, so you're going to heal him for 7 as this like bluish magic of the deep swirls around Sin. Back up, I believe, at like -5. I think you went to -2 before. Or sorry, back up at +5.
Wait, is Sin stuck to the table too?
No, he just like round hit him away.
Is Carrick
Flew
stuck to
away.
the table?
Carrick, you will have to make a reflex save, but I did specify that Sin
Okay.
got hit away.
Okay.
You're fine.
Okay.
Okay, so you get the spell off, healing him, bringing him back up to +5. He is up again. And that is going to be Rain.
Turn this thing into kindling.
Raging, of course.
Okay.
15. She's gonna go there and hit it with her great axe.
Yep, and you could do that without op attacking, so you could diagonally go into that move. It'll be just the first one, 25 or 24. Brings this thing down to exactly 0. It now has the disabled condition.
Okay. And she's done.
Dakin. As just, boom! This axe just like almost completely cleaves the table in half. What would you like to do, Bard Extraordinaire? Alright, just double moving into the building. That'll bring us back to the table. It is going to do a swift action to study a target on Rain. Actually, let's see. Yep, it's going to do that, and then try to hit Rain with its slam attack, which it's going to. Rain, you're going to take 16 damage and make a reflex save.
Okay.
I am glad this ruckus hasn't called any more of these creatures to its aid.
True.
I think it was talking to us like we were the guy from the other
Part of his
island.
people.
Yeah, he was specifically referencing the one you captured, the Faceless Stalker you captured.
Oh yeah, but I imagine there's probably more of them here than just him hanging out.
We definitely saw tracks
his
leading off
first
the way.
words were, "What are you guys doing here?" And he didn't seem surprised that there was multiple. Rain is stuck to him, and that is going to bring us back to Sin. Sin, you are up. What would you like to do? You could just you could try to throw a dagger or something from the ground, but it would be a move action to stand up.
Can I do a heal check to see how much health he has left?
Sure.
To see how effed
I'd
up
say
he is?
heal or perception, whichever one you want to do.
Okay, I'll definitely do perception.
I mean, you can see that he's very messed up. Like, any hit will finish him.
Gotcha. I will stand up then, and I can 5-foot step, and then I'll be able to get one hit off, correct? Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna do that then. And I don't get an attack of opportunity just moving 5 feet, right?
No.
Right.
Okay, it's the 5-foot step. You're good.
Awesome. And that's not including flanking, so it'd be +2.
You just, where Rain split it down the center with her axe, you just stab the dagger down into it, and it finishes it off as you stab it into oblivion. So this thing is dead now. As you guys examine it, this doesn't require a perception check. You would just see this. You can see that kind of like carved, quote unquote, meaning it kind of just made the body look like this. Carved into the table is the word Karnax, which was part of that message that you got flashed in the mirror. Where they said, like, moving on, leaving Karnax behind.
Oh. So they may have moved on then.
Tracks suggest they did.
So that is going to be a little bit of XP for everybody. Just do the math really quick. 1,200 for everybody.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Share Language Communal, and since I'm level 5, I can share 2 languages. Alright, I'm at least level 5. So I'm gonna give Crenshaw, Rainy, and Sin the ability to speak Aquan and Azlanti for 8 hours.
Cool.
So that way you can communicate with them if we meet anymore, because that seems to be their language of choice.
Okay. As you guys are done with this fight, give me a perception check around the room. 23 is already going to be enough to notice all the things you need. So first, amid the rubble by the stairs, you find a magic ring. You already have one of these. This is another ring of swimming.
Of what?
A ring of swimming.
Oh, okay.
You also find that inside the quote-unquote desk, there is a handy haversack.
Cool.
That's the second handy haversack.
Correct. That is the second.
We should probably give that one to the captain.
Agreed.
Yeah, someone in the back lines is the person who needs access to all those things quicker.
Alright. So, you guys have various knowledge of the terrain right now.
Can we identify what this thing was?
Yeah, give me a dungeoneering check.
19.
You would know that this is a mimic. You would
Rank
know
up
it
23.
is a full-size category larger than most mimics are, meaning it is likely very old, or was very old. It was also a level 5 slayer.
Pretty badass mimic.
Yeah, this thing was like the strongest mimic I have ever seen in an official game. Okay. So if you guys look at the map, you have a variety of locations that you've deciphered. So you know that the X is where you're pretty sure prisoners are being transported. You know that number 2 is a junkyard is what was labeled on this like Azlanti thing. You know that 3 was labeled the Twisted Cavern. At the top, or near the top of the mountain on the southeast slope, is the quote-unquote astronomical device. And at the along the west coast of the island, there's something called the Pillars of Long Shadows.
Cool.
Where would you like to explore next?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I think we should go towards the X, honestly, before we just like side mission the hell out of this thing.
Aye, Captain.
All right, Crenshaw, you pulling off some healing magic?
Pulling out a potion and drinking it, and then pulling out another one and.
All right, you
feeding
drink
it
that
to a
down, and your wounds begin to close.
Yeah, like I have healing spells, but I'd rather save that for combat.
Yep, that's fine. I've got some potions, and I'm fine using them.
Yeah, I'm gonna cure light wounds myself here.
All right, Carrick
And-
does a brief like chant in the druidic tongue.
And
as he
Raina
is
take a
casting
potion.
magic. And what is Rain
Do you have
doing?
any more potions in?
Rain's full still, right? Or did you get hit?
No,
Yeah, I'm
for a
good.
little bit, yeah.
16. But I just don't want it to get hit again, and then it come down to it was 16 points, and I'm done when I could have done something before.
Yeah, I have 2 more potions that I
Well, those are temporary hit points, right?
Is the
No, she
95
just-
from you raging, or have you removed it?
No, 95 is her max HP, but her token isn't saved.
Oh,
So she just made it her max health 95 out of 60.
Gotcha. So, I mean, once it drops away, you should be good then.
No,
or is she
it's-
original barbarian?
It's that her character sheet isn't saved to her token.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
You mean her health's not like attributed to the HP number?
Yeah.
yeah.
Give me
and it-
1 second. I'll fix it.
And then the token has to be resaved to her character sheet
It
again.
sure do. Alright, give me 1 sec to fix that. If everyone else wants to finish up their healing, go ahead.
Feed another one of those to a Lorian.
Alright, attribute that.
Sin,
to
what
her
are you at?
HP.
I also do still have
Okay, she's good.
15 berries and a wand of goodberry with 45 charges, so
It's good to know.
Hell yeah.
We might be needing it sooner than later.
yeah, if we need it for food, I figured we'd save it for the food over the heals, but it still heals if we need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
All I have is of the wand is just a fetch stick.
Okay, well, do you guys want to just follow the tracks? Do you want to like go to a specific spot on the island? Twisted
Yeah, the
Cavern's
tracks.
pretty close.
The tracks sound like a good bet. It sounded like they were pretty fresh.
Okay.
Alright. Give me 1 second. So you want to start following the tracks? Give me another survival check as you begin tracking them through the forest.
So that'll be 20. Look at all these nat ones we're throwing.
Okay. Wow, 2 nat ones. So you're going to wander through the forest a bit. You'll get a chance to correct your course right now, but first we're going to do something else. So, as you guys begin going through the island, you find yourself in the woods. Hollow husks of crooked, light leafless trees grow from the blackened ground in this forest. The bark on the trees is marred with wound-like cracks that weep a blackish sap. Anyone who has it can make either a knowledge arcana or a knowledge religion check as you stride through this hollow forest.
19.
19 is not enough. You know that this is a very fucked up
Oh
forest.
shit, guys! I this is too much for me.
But if anyone else has knowledge arcana or knowledge religion, they can go in instead of the 19.
Yeah, I'll try it. Let me do this.
Um, 20 on knowledge religion. Okay. With the 20 on knowledge religion, you realize why this forest is the hollow forest, why these plants are growing crookedly and strangely empty inside. This entire area is bathed in an ongoing necromantic energy.
Zombie trees?
As you look around, you also realize something else disturbing with your perception, with your knowledge check. As you think about it, and I'm going to say Alorian kind of realizes right off the bat as he can't smell anything, this whole forest is eerily silent. You don't notice any scurrying animals or the noises they might make. You don't even notice any insects.
Saying the group of pirates found a cursed island.
Pretty much.
Arr, this island be cursed.
All right.
That means there's treasure.
Are there any?
suppose
Can I
so.
can I look around and see if there's any tracks here in the forest? Not the tracks we were following, but like any specific tracks.
Sure, go ahead.
So that'll be a 26.
Give me 1 second to see if you'd be able to suss any tracks. You do not see any tracks.
Okay. I don't think anything's been through here in quite a while.
All right. As you continue marching through the woods, everyone give me a perception check, though. Not until it is too late do you spot something rising out of the hollow trees. If you guys want to put yourselves in a marching order of how you would have been.
Where do you want us to be?
You can just stay on the same map. We're going to use it as a battle map. Front is going to be the far left side that's going west. All right. Everybody where they want to be?
Sure.
I want to be behind him. I didn't want to be in front of him.
You're right alongside him there.
Yeah.
This is behind.
Behind him is to the right. Instead of
Oh.
on top. Going
Okay, I'll stay
going
beside him.
left on the map this way. Wait, I'm on the wrong layer. I think. No. Going this way is the front. So if you want to be behind him, it would be over on this side.
Gotcha. I'm gonna be over on the side behind.
All right. All right. As you walk through,
You got one of those shit-eating grins on your face right now, bro. What's coming? What's about to happen here?
Not my
How do you
dinosaur!
feel, Marty?
you hear voices in Infernal as two misty figures bound in cloaks appear out of two of the hollow trees, one reaching for Sin, one reaching for Dakin.
Hey guys, I forgot to take a language this level, so I'm gonna take
we-
it for.
Are we
Shut up.
rolling initiative?
They
Oh my
got
god,
a-
here we go again.
They got a 30 on stealth, which I believe is
Oh.
higher than everybody, so they're going to get a surprise round right here.
So do we still re-roll initiative?
You will reroll initiative, yeah. I'm just going to resolve their individual
After
attacks
they
on
do
these two
that.
guys first. What is your flat-footed, Dakin?
Well, my flat-footed, it's low.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
13.
this is a touch attack, so it's just straight 10, because it's
Oh,
flat-footed and
12.
touch.
Oh yeah, then yeah, 10.
If someone's flat-footed and it's against touch, it's just base 10.
Hey, if he's got a ring of protection, that'll still count.
Yeah, and I have a dodge bonus.
You flat-footed removes dodge.
That's
Okay,
true.
so he's
So you-
going to go ahead and touch you.
I don't like the way you said that.
All right.
Here's 4 negative levels.
You're going to take 5 negative energy damage.
Of course.
I really thought you were going to say levels there, and I about pooped a little.
And one con drain.
So negative energy is just a damage type.
That's
right?
just a damage type. Yeah, it's not an actual negative level. But you are gonna take one con drain, which is harder to remove than damage. Let's get our battle music going, and then Sin.
Oh, and then I just lost.
If your con was an odd number, it would go down.
I lost an extra 7 HP.
Okay. That is what
It
happened.
was an
then.
even number.
And with a nat 1 on the other attack on Sin, you, by some miracle, managed to react fast enough to dodge out of the way of this thing's like black, elongated, shadowy hand as it reaches for you.
I'm just curious, what HP is Sin at right now? Because I'm not sure if he healed up.
I did heal up. I'm at 30.
Well, thank goodness.
Okay, cool. All right, with that, now we are actually going to roll for initiative against these freaky mother truckers.
You're going to clear the.
Blue
You can
their
just
initiative.
you can just re-roll it, and it'll
Okay.
override it.
Yeah, this time it'll override it. Now that we've used this map before.
Well.
Alrighty. Everybody in?
Yep.
Let me get rid of the badass table out of the initiative order.
Yeah. After fighting a table, these guys,
Yeah, how scary could they be?
cloaked
They're just,
monsters, feel like, yeah, how bad can these be?
I was gonna say,
bad.
well, it's good they didn't roll that high this time, and 3 of you got below them, so that is unfortunate. Carrick.
Yeah, if they got below me in initiative, then I don't know what's going on.
Carrick, if you have knowledge religion, you could go ahead and try this. See if you figure out what they are.
I
I've
am a
got it.
religious man, but I have no religious knowledge. So.
I've got it. I've got
Ni-
knowledge
I
religion.
bet it's going to
Well,
be a
it's
19.
not your turn, Mr. 19, is it?
So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that I can maybe screw them up with one of my sickening spells here. I'm gonna cast Contagion on the one that's next to Sin, and give it the Slimy Doom disease, and I'll paste the stuff for Slimy Doom.
Well,
Real quick.
This
Is necromancy against
crackling
necromancy?
necromantic magic flows over him, and nothing seems to happen as these things continue to float next to you.
Okay.
Undead or immune to disease.
The bubbling magic crackles over them to no seeming effect. Would you like to move as well?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
In that case, it's going to be Rain.
Okay, she's going to come over here behind him, beside him. And she's raging. Gonna hit it with a great axe.
Oh, actually, sorry. Going back to Dakin, make a fortitude save to avoid that con drain. I forgot to tell you to roll.
I'm gonna fail it.
You pass. You don't take the one con.
Maybe not. Nice.
God,
I realized I forgot to tell you to roll that. That's my bad. First axe swing is not going to hit. Second axe swing is. The axe passes through this creature as if it was made of smoke. It does seem to do some damage since it is.
She only gets the
magical.
first if she moved.
Huh?
I didn't use all my movement though.
Even if you moved at all, then it's still. If yeah, well,
5 foot step.
did you 5 foot step or was it more than 5 feet?
It was 10 feet.
That was
Okay.
10 feet.
Then in that case, the first one misses and there are no hits.
Okay, so for future, but if I had stayed up here, I wouldn't have been able to hit him with my great axe.
Yeah,
right?
no, it's still probably the right move to try to go up to and hit
Okay.
him. I'm just saying
We're just making sure.
if it's a 5 foot step, you can still full attack. If it's more than 5 feet, then you only get one, and that includes even if you're hasted or anything else, pretty much.
Okay, sweet. Thanks.
Unless you have bladed dash spell, which is an awesome spell.
Or pound.
Or
which
pounce.
Barbarians can get.
Alorian.
He's going to 5 foot step and full attack. He's got 10
Because he's got that 10-foot reach. Okay, go ahead.
He does have Magic Fang on him, but I don't think that so they are magical, so.
That will matter for sure. Okay, so that's.
Is he coming over here, or is he going to go help the bard?
So that's 2
He just 5 foot
hits.
stepped in and full attack to this one.
It doesn't seem to be doing as much as it normally would if it was kind of like raking through a solid being, but it is still damaging him as those claws just glow with your nature magic. All right, it's gonna be their turns again. This one over by Dakin at the top, still kind of his prime target. And Dakin's still flat-footed. That's a nat 1, misses Dakin as you manage to, like, desperate to avoid this thing's creepy touch, you throw yourself out of the way. And then there's going to be the one at the bottom. This one is going to try and touch Rain as it reaches forth that black clawed hand to kind of lay on your shoulder. This time it is going to succeed, so I need Rain to make a fortitude save. Okay, you don't take any con damage, but you do take 5 regular damage. Or negative damage. Sin, it is your turn.
I'm going to make an acrobatics check to jump over it or roll by it so I can get flanking.
Okay, go ahead. That is not enough, so it is going to try and swipe its claws at you. Or one claw. What's your touch AC again? 11? Or was that flat-footed?
Yes.
I can't remember.
Touch AC is 16.
16.
Flat-footed is 11.
Missing by 1, you manage to do like a on your knees power slide under its claw as it like rakes it through the air just above where you would have been. So go for your
Not
attack.
close enough.
Alright, that's a magic dagger.
It is not a magic dagger.
It is not a magic dagger.
No, they're just regular daggers. We haven't found any.
Like swiping through smoke over a campfire, your dagger does not seem to do anything. Crenshaw.
I'll 5-foot step and attack it with my long spear, which is a +1 weapon.
+1 long spear. Go ahead. That is a hit. Again, doesn't even do the full amount of damage. Just go through its smoky body. Some of the particles of the smoke kind of like vaporize in response to that magic. That is going to bring us to Dakin. Dakin, I assume you're going to get that 19 out there?
Yeah.
At first glance, these would appear to be wraiths. Undead creatures born of evil and darkness. They hate light and living things, as they have lost much of their connection to their former lives. Upon closer inspection, you realize that these have been farther modified through kind of, not purposefully modified, but the fact that they formed in this necromantic-rich environment. These are what are known as hollows. Even more disconnected than a wraith. They are a bit more charged with negative energy.
Okay.
And unlike regular wraiths, which have kind of like the appearance of like a buff, bare-chested, like smoky ghost, these are like their namesake. They are essentially these ragged cloaks with burning eyes and the claws. They are hollow, essentially. With a 19, you would at least know that they are like powerless if caught in sunlight. It is still like getting ready to storm, so it is cloudy, but that is their main weakness.
Just curious, do they have the normal thing of wraiths where animals, you have to handle animal checks? Because otherwise he wouldn't have gone near them.
Yes, but I believe... I thought since he was a Celestial, I was going to let that slide, because he has the Celestial type now as well.
Okay.
I think if any type of animal would get through that, the unnatural aura effect that you're talking about, it would be one that is Celestial as well, because it seems kind of purpose-built in my mind.
Okay.
Ooh, but a failed handle animal check could be interesting.
It could, but...
Yeah, he'd run.
That's run away into the hollow woods.
Yeah, the thing is, these things are so like unnatural that they frighten animals.
Yeah, the animals freak out about them, but I think your angelic dinosaur is fine.
Cool.
Dakin, what else did you want to do? Now that you know what the fuck these things are.
Use my bardic inspiration.
All right, how you doing? How you inspiring us?
Still have my instrument out.
All right, you give a few strums on the chords. Everyone's excited. The wraiths, the hollows shrink back in response to this jolly tune that they're not used to. Do you want to move at all?
I will attack it.
Okay, go ahead. With your basket hilt rapier, stab into it. That is going to be a confirmed crit. So, again, it does seem like it's partially reduced. You would know from your knowledge check, by the way, they are incorporeal, so magic weapons can hurt them. They just do like half as much damage. So that one is still trucking, but the magic from your sword does appear to burn through part of its tattered cloak. So you still have if you want to do a free action, you can still 5-foot step if you would like.
No, because I just 5-foot step back in to do damage because it's just me and Crenshaw.
Fair enough. Back to the top of the order, that is Carrick. What is our masterful druid doing in these tough times?
Sorry, I had my push to talk mute thing on.
No,
I am going to fire an icicle at the south wraith here.
All right, you're gonna gather up that energy into an ice blast. Fire 10 for touch AC. That is not going to be enough, as the icicle merely passes through its hollow space where its body should be. Alrighty. That mean, are you gonna move at all?
No, I'm gonna stay right where you.
All right, Rain, you are now flanking and you can full attack. So there's gonna be an extra +2 to hit.
Okay. Come on. Do it. I clicked it.
Come on, roll 20. I believe in you.
Do, 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 do.
Pretty good.
Oh, there it is. Ooh, hot damn, 225s. Both of those hits, they're reduced down to a 12, but just boom, boom. The momentum from this magical great axe that you're swinging is so powerful that even though this thing does not have a corporeal body as you were used to, you still deal a hefty 24 damage to the hollow, as it's like burning eyes under the hood kind of like widen in surprise that a mere mortal could harm it. And that's gonna bring us to.
She's gonna stay where she's at.
All right, she's gonna stay where she is. Lorian is up, also getting flanking from Sin.
Okay. And he has Bard Song.
He does also have Bard Song going.
Okay. Did she include Bard Song in hers? Just curious.
Oh, did you include Bard Song on that damage?
I didn't include the bar song, and I did not include the other two you told me.
That's okay.
So,
The flanking doesn't add to damage, but that is an extra 2 damage on each hit divided by 2. It's an extra 2 damage total that I'll subtract from the hollow.
Okay.
Okay, now you can go ahead, Lorian.
Now he'll
Okay.
add 2 to that for the flanking because
Adding 2 to that, even the next claw hits as well. All 3 are gonna hit. So reduced for the damage, you are still gonna manage to chomp through this thing as you claw it, and as your claws and teeth glow with the magic infused in Lorien by Crenshaw, the first hollow of the pair dissipates into dark smoke that kind of drifts away through the empty tree branches.
Okay, he'll 5-foot step to there.
Okay, so it's 1 hollow down, 5-foot step up. It's going to be the other hollow. He is going to go for another touch attack on Dakin. It's going to be a nat 20.
Yep. He doesn't have to roll very high to hit.
What's your touch AC again?
12.
Oh, lucky. He got an 11 to confirm. So it is not going to be the chance for a double conjuring. Okay, so let's start with just regular damage. It's going to be Atlantic Cock. What's that? It's going to be 4 negative energy damage. And give me a fortitude save for the con drain.
Did not go off.
I don't know, roll 20 slacking tonight. 15 is not going to be enough this time. Hold on. Getting mega lucky, you only take 1 out of a possible 6 for Conjuring.
Oh, they can do 6 con drain?
Yeah, if he'd crit, it could have been 2d6 Conjuring.
Oh, that would have been scary.
Yeah.
I mean,
that is the
still
real
enough
danger
to
of these
make me
guys.
lose
They do not do a lot of
7
regular
each.
damage, but the con drain is what is fucking brutal.
Imagine losing 12 con in 1 shot. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's potentially devastating. I always think of hollows or wraiths as kind of like the deadlier version of Shadow, because they do strength damage, which isn't deadly, but these guys do con drain, which is just, you could just straight up die. Alright, that's going to be Sin.
I am going to just kind of withhold my action right here because I can't really do anything. So I'm just going to move here and shout my encouragement.
You move up, spider robot clattering on, cladding on your shoulder, and that is going to be Crenshaw, who is across from the remaining hollow.
Add 2 to that, so 29 for 14.
That is going to be 14 damage total on a 29. That is absolutely going to hit. The Hollow seems surprised as you just plunge your spear into it again, having already seen its ally dissipate. But it does not flee, as it thinks it is still beyond your all's mortal capabilities of slaying it.
I'll 5-foot step.
All right, you retreat a little bit, leaving it next to Dakin. Dakin, it is your turn.
Thanks.
You can step away. The dinosaur is stepping in.
Yeah.
That's true. The dinosaur is going to 5-foot step up once it gets a chance.
I will.
If you just want to do like a full withdrawal, that's fine. Like,
Attack it.
Dakin the Brave Bard refusing to back down. That is a hit. Is that with your Bard Song damage?
Yes.
Alright, dealing 2 damage to the Hollow as you just continually, for better or worse, not back down from a fight. And then thinking better.
Oh
of that
no, he's
decision.
backing down.
And then thinking about it, 5-foot steps back.
He's like, I can do a little something before I back up.
Do you speak Infernal, Dakin?
Well, first off, let me add that to my list. No, I don't speak.
I'm gonna start giving you a negative language per level.
that's fantastic.
Or otherwise I'm just gonna start making up languages. Like, oh, this thing actually speaks in Infernalia. It's a modified version of Infernal.
Check my sheet.
Oh, like
that's
you
suddenly
do the fucking Strix?
I didn't make that up. Syrinx is a real language.
Sure, Jan.
Hold on. Going to the Hero Lab. Got to screenshot something real quick. No, I'm not gonna do that right now. Well, if you do speak Infernal, because in Infernal it's just like, weak fools, I will sap your energy. Carrick.
Carrick is gonna take this round to grow 3 tentacles.
Ooh, kinky.
Phew, phew. Sprouting from your back, these 3 watery tentacles, the deep, dark water of like the Marianas Trench, sprout from your back.
one more in your document.
There you go. That'll be exciting. Rain, is your turn. Actually, let me see something. You are close enough that you could charge it if you want to get an extra +2 to hit.
That's what I wanted to do.
All right. Go for a charge action. You go in a straight line. Rain just brings the great axe. Do I have a great axe? 1 second.
Uh-oh.
You.
As he rips his head off trying to get the damn great axe.
There are many weapons on my weapon rack.
Wow.
Rain just brings out the great axe, like waves it over her head and brings it down. Go ahead and roll for hitting the Hollow.
I did. Now we gotta
there
wait
you
for it.
go. Give me the first one. That is a hit for a max damage swing with the great axe as the magical blade sinks into the Hollow. That's gonna deal half that, so 13. This Hollow is beginning to look, pardon the pun, insubstantial. It is starting to fall apart and disintegrate. That is going to bring us to Alorian to perhaps finish off this beast of the Netherworld. Alright, we got... After those first 2 attacks, Alorian manages to dust this thing as it disappears. And we are out of combat.
Who's a good boy?
How do you get your con points back? Rest?
With con damage, he could get lesser restoration. I believe you need at least a restoration spell to get rid of con drain.
Yeah.
Okay.
With damage, it comes back 1 per day. With drain, you actually have to find the magic to heal it.
Correct, yeah. The normally damage you can recover is even cover double if you get a successful heal check. But with drain, it's just like magically he took part of his essence. Alright, so you successfully defeated the 2 Hollows. That's going to be 800 XP for everybody. I'm really liking this like boom arm mic. I can like sit back and just bring it to me. Alright, now that you are out of this kind of otherworldly ambush. If you want to go ahead and make another survival check to track your way through the jungle.
So that'll be a 24.
Rest of my great axe right there. Alright, that is certainly going to be enough with Crenshaw. And Rain, you follow Crenshaw and Orion, assisting them as well with kind of your natural barbarian tracker instincts. You guys begin making your way toward the X on the map over here, which is where you believe the next, where you believe you'll be able to find the missing villagers. Alright. As you are walking, give me another perception check. Crenshaw, and Dakin, and Rain, and Carrick.
Come on, Sin.
Come on, Sin.
And Sin, question mark?
Sorry, what was that?
Perception.
Perception.
We need you to carry your weight here. We're all failing currently.
With perception?
Mhm.
Damn, you guys did just fine with that.
They all succeeded. They just wanted to see if you also spotted what they saw.
Yeah, roll 20's not being... There we go.
Alright.
What a bunch of
All of
bosses.
you spot this. In the hollow of one of these messed up hollow tree husks, you see an unfortunate skeleton. However, the skeleton, while he is rotted away, the magical items that he kept with him have not. First up, the reason I busted these bad boys out. Much like my goggles, you see that he has a pair of lenses connected to a leather strap on his eyes. Give me a spellcraft check. Hold on. I realized I was being dumb and trying to put the goggles over my headphones. Alrighty. So, first up... Oh my god, so many things. So many spellcraft rolls. Alright, first item. You guys would know that these are lenses of detection. The circular prisms let their wearer detect minute details. You gain a +5 bonus on perception checks. It also aids in tracking, adding a +5 competence bonus on survival checks made to track.
Oh man, do want.
Yeah, I'd say you're probably the best character
Crenshaw
to use that.
lowers his goggles, straps in. Alright. He also has a necklace as well, if you want to give me a spellcraft check on that.
Is it a cool looking necklace?
Does it look like the one I put
It
in
is
chat?
actually hanging from like a heavy iron chain, and the
Oh, dude,
circular
it's dope.
medallion is made of solid platinum.
I did.
Dakin succeeds automatically with that 26. That's definitely got it. So it's got the heavy chain, the platinum medallion on it. The magic of the necklace wraps the wearer in a shell of fresh air. It
Wow.
renders you immune to all harmful vapors and gases, such as cloud kill and stinking clouds effects, as well as inhaled poisons, allowing him to breathe even underwater or in a vacuum.
Is that necklace of adaptation?
It is a necklace of adaptation.
Nice. I was thinking about getting one of those.
Next
Better
is...
for spellcasters if you guys need it to cast underwater.
Oh, yeah, true.
It's
Would let you
probably
cast
best
underwater.
for Carrick.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Ape already lets him breathe underwater.
I can
just
hold my
in.
breath for 13
Your
minutes.
DM does not know how to spell scabbard.
SCAB.
No, it's okay. I figured it out. Just took me a hot second. So You also see that at his feet, there is a magical scabbard. This scabbard, give me a spellcraft check on it. $11's not quite going to be enough. Oh, I just snatched that bug out of midair. That was beautiful. All right.
Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi did. Yep, with you guys assisting Sin, you can easily, with Crenshaw and Dak and assisting Sin, you realize that this is what's known as a scabbard of many blades. This scabbard can hold multiple melee weapons in an extra dimensional space, including weapons that would not normally fit in any kind of scabbard or sheath. It can hold up to 4 two-handed weapons. 2 one-handed or light melee weapons can fit in each two-handed weapon slot. So that's 8 one-handed weapons, essentially. Only weapons designed to be used by creatures the same size as the wearer or smaller can be kept in the scabbard. You cannot store shields, even if they can make melee attacks. You can't store gauntlets, improvised weapons, or wands. However, you can store rods in there, or magical staves. When the wearer draws a weapon from the scabbard, as a move action, you can switch it with another weapon in the scabbard. If the wearer has the quick draw feat, she can do this as a swift action. So drawing the sword from the scabbard, you realize it has a +2 longsword inside. And finally, at this guy's feet are 2 potions that you recognize. These are 2 potions of cure serious wounds. And there is a wand, which is the last remaining spellcraft check you would need to find.
Sorry, hit the wrong thing.
Okay.
I hide from it.
You guys would know, with you all assisting Crenshaw, that this is a wand of alter self. When you cast this spell, you can assume the form of any small or medium creature of the humanoid type. If the form you assume has any of the following abilities, you gain the listed ability: Dark Vision 60 feet, Low Light Vision, Scent, and a swim speed of 30 feet. Additionally, if you take on the form of a small creature, you get a +2 bonus to Dex. If you take on the form of a different medium creature, you get a +2 size bonus to Strength.
Oh, very cool.
So even if you weren't using it as a disguise, you could just be like, oh, I transform into an orc or something, and you could get Dark Vision and +2 to Strength. And with the checks that you guys rolled, you would know that it has 34 charges. Alright. Do you guys want to continue on your way?
Yep. Sin, did
Yeah.
you get all the
Yes, please.
gear in there?
Yeah, I got it.
Excellent. Alright. As you all continue towards X, you begin to pass the rocky crags of the central mountain on the island on your right, over here. As you do, give me a perception check. You could also make a knowledge dungeoneering check as well.
Oh, 19, but my perception's better.
Oh, we gotta get you.
19 is not enough, but the 22 is. Rain, you notice something in the rocks. At first you think almost like large slug trails, but it is in fact the telltale signs of an ooze's presence. In this case, 2. You could try to find them, or knowing where their tracks are headed, you could try to avoid them.
I point to it so that everybody sees that what I see, and just kind of look and say, what do you want to do with it?
Gestures with her axe.
I'm fine to follow the tracks if you guys want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's track.
So you're following the tracks you were following, or you're trying to follow the ooze?
Follow the ooze tracks.
The ooze tracks. Okay, gotcha. Pretty easily with those successes already. It's going to be a lower DC, so Crenshaw meets it easily, pulling his goggles down over his eyes. Up ahead, you see two strange-looking oozes. We're going to use the same battle map as before. Just because these are all like random things in the forest, there's not an official map. Up ahead, I'll just move you guys back about a little couple feet so that you can move up on them when you're ready. Up ahead, you see a strange pair of oozes. They look to be almost metallic in their sheen, and periodically sprout blades or hardened maces to smash rock in front of them.
What the fuck? This fucking ooze is loaded.
And you see that they are both large-sized. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, if we got this close, they definitely heard a Lorian coming.
I mean, it sounds like we're gonna attack.
Sounds like it.
They begin to move towards you, hearing a Lorian with their blind sense.
Okay.
So we're going to roll for initiative. They kind of like... It kind of sounds like the ooziness you heard on the boat from the globsters, but at the same time, it's like metal scraping against rock as they ooze over the ground.
It's the Oozemorph brothers.
The ooze boys?
Yeah, the Ooze boys, that's it.
Yeah, that's a build me and my friend Liam made, where arguably people say the worst archetype in the entire game is the Oozemorph. And
yeah, it's horrible.
We made a multi-class pair of brothers. He was a Oozemorph rogue, and I was an Oozemorph vigilante, and we were like the ultimate stealth team. It took us to like, we only could do it for a one-shot where we already started at like level 12, I think. But we were like morphing into anyone we wanted to infiltrate a building. We were growing weapons from our hands so they could pat us down and we could still bring in weapons. It was very fun. And they have a climb speed, so we like broke into a manor by just oozing up the side.
Yeah, it's just a really bad archetype to start with, but I think it's like level 3, it just completely becomes not an issue anymore.
They made it better than it was. It used to be worse, but they've put a bunch of FAQs up about it because they're like, yeah, it's not good. All right, they are going to be last in the order, so Sin gets to go first. And they have not acted yet, so they're not going to get an op attack if you want to run by them.
So if you have Dungeoneering, it might help you know what things are.
19.
All right, we'll get to your check on your turn, Dakin.
Sin had
Just want to make sure we don't
Sin had
forget
a 12 with that. Oh, wow. Sin, you've heard about these crazy monstrosities known as adaptive oozes. They
it.
can
Just call me back in high
shift
school.
their... He always says that. They can shift their damage type when they hit someone, making it piercing, bludgeoning, or slashing, depending on what they want to form out of their biomass. Additionally, once they are attacked by a certain type, they can gain bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing DR10 adamantine against those things.
Do they do it mid-attack or just...
Against that damage type starting at the beginning of their next turn. So let's say, what was your to hit? It was 12? That is going to hit them. So you're going to deal that sneak attack 2 because they haven't acted yet.
Are they able to be sneak attacked?
Oh, they are not because they're ooze. But you are still going to deal the 8. So were you stabbing it or slashing it?
Slashing.
Okay, so next, beginning on its turn, it's going to have DR 10 adamantine against slashing. And that is your turn. Brings us to Rain.
All right, she uses her elemental assault to shroud her arms in acid,
Hell yeah.
and she's raging.
All right, you fly into a rage, and you gather up this acidic energy on your arm as you go.
That was 30 feet.
Hard there. Like, you can move double your move.
But then I can't attack it, right?
Charge lets you move double your move. And
Yeah, you
attack
can
as well.
charge double. You can double move and attack. The only
just-
only thing is you lower your AC a bit when you charge, and you have to have a straight line with no one in your way.
Okay.
So, with that being said,
She'll do-
you can do a charge attack on him, so you'd move up to there. Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
Good.
Do too far. And make attack. We'll just do the first attack.
Waiting on roll 20.
Oh my god.
was
As
horrible.
you run up, it like brings up a blade made of like metallic shifting, almost like mercury, and it parries away your great axe as you like try to bring it down on top of the ooze.
Yeah, when you roll 2s.
All right, so that is going to be Dakin.
Dakin will Bard Song. He will Bardic Inspiration.
All right, how you doing it?
Then-
Singing or dancing?
I'm just gonna strum my instrument right now.
No dance vibes today.
Not really feeling the dance, man. I mean,
Feeling a little down and out, huh?
yeah.
You start jamming. Everyone gets their bardic inspiration. As everyone's amazed by your song. And are you gonna move as well, or just stay there?
I'll move to like right here.
Okay. You move up behind Rain, and now it is Lorian's turn.
Okay. So I don't have a just like single bite macro, so for the art song and magic thing, so I'm just gonna do the full attack and
That's
just
fine.
use the
We'll just
bite.
do it with just. I'll just look at just the bite.
Okay.
All right. So Lorian runs up to the ooze, and 31 for 31.
That is all 3 damage types because it's a bite.
Okay, so that is not going to... It's adaptive DR hasn't even started yet, so that is going to be the full 31 damage as he just sinks his fangs into this, like... It's like sinking into, like, semi-permeable metal, and you see, like, part of that metal that the ooze tries to harden in defense just crack under the jaw force. Carrick.
Okay, Carrick is going to use a double move action here
Okay, go
and get closer.
All right, Carrick runs up. Are your tentacles still up? I can't remember how long those last.
Yeah, they're still out. They're 5 feet long.
You run up,
So
tentacles kind of like raised around your body, ready to attack and defend yourself. And that is going to bring us to Crenshaw.
I'm gonna charge with the long spear.
All right, you run up with the spear, holding it straight out into a charge with a jab. Go ahead and roll.
This doesn't have the bard song or the charge on it, so it's
Plus
and
4
plus
on top
2.
of this. That's a 24 for 13. That does hit. So this thing was already hit by the axe. No, it wasn't hit by the axe. So this is the first damage type it takes, which was piercing. So on its turn, it is now going to have a DR10 adamantine piercing until it is struck by a different type of weapon. Alright, it is now these things' turn. The one on the top to the north side is going to try and slam Rain. It forms a, like, mercurial silvery mace out of its body, slams into Rain. Rain does a 18 hit.
Yep.
Alright.
It's 16 when raging.
A little bit lower because you charged.
Yeah, it is 2 lower when you charge. You're going to take
Okay.
22 damage as this, like, mace forms out of its body and just cracks you over the head.
Okay.
Alright, now the one on
These
the
things hit.
bottom. These things are very not intelligent, so I'm going to do evens odds on Elorian and Sin. Odds Sin, evens Elorian. It's going to be try to make an attack on Elorian. He's got 30, correct? Hello? Does Elorian have 30 AC?
Yep. Sorry, I thought it transmitted. Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes, 30.
That is going to be a hit then.
Okay.
He is going to take... Give me 1 sec for this roll. He's going to take 19 damage.
I will use my immediate action to absorb that hit.
This one brings up, like, it's like the fucking Terminator turning its arm into a, like, knife, just stabs it into Elorian, and when it pulls it out, miraculously, there is no wound, but you guys see blood form on Crenshaw's tunic as he absorbs the damage. That is going to be their full turns, bringing us back to Sin. Sin, you do have flanking right now, so you can draw through that square.
Yeah, but I'm actually going to see if I can help out with both. Since we're fighting two at the same time, I think I'll be able to do more for the team doing this than with my daggers and shit anyway, so I'm actually going to do a move to in between the two of them, so that way I can help both sides get flanking.
Okay, give me
They're
a...
oozes, they can't be flanked.
They can't be flanked, they're oozes.
Oh.
Keep forgetting that, sorry.
Well,
Clarified.
You're good.
Well, you
Sin
would know that with
obviously
your,
would
like,
know that.
Yeah,
knowledge.
I would say up to you if you would want to do that, because Sin got a nat 20, so he would know that flanking isn't going to matter.
It's too late. Ethan forgot it. He has to live with his mistakes.
Ethan. Okay.
But,
Sure, if you want to do it, give me an acrobatics check. This one is going to take a swipe at you with that metal blade that it formed. That is going to be a hit with a 31. You're going to take 27 damage as it stabs you in the back.
well, that's unfortunate, but...
Does the other one take an AOO on?
They don't have 10-foot reach.
Awesome.
They are large size, but they only have 5-foot reach, so you can only get AOO on the bottom one. That is not going to be a hit as you try to stab it. Actually, yes, it is going to be a hit. It is absolutely going to be a hit. So that is... it is currently resistant to piercing right now. And you know how these things work, so I think you would know to make it slashing, because you saw it get stabbed by Crenshaw's piercing weapon.
Okay.
Alright, that means when it starts its next turn, it's going to shift its DR to slashing instead of piercing. Rain. So it is not currently resistant to rain, because she has slashing.
I'm waiting for it to show up.
And this will be with it. Is this with Bard Song?
No. I have to add it to it.
Okay,
So
so
is that
with Bard
good?
Song, they both hit anyway, so add an extra 4 damage. That is 54 damage against this ooze. As you just bury your axe, almost cleaving it into 2 separate piles. This thing is incredibly messed up. It is like struggling to form like new shields and weapons out of its like liquid mercury body, and it just can't do it. It is struggling. Dakin.
Dakin will. God damn. I think I have to just try and help.
Rapier won't do anything to it.
It's currently has adamantine resistance against.
Oh.
Against
Then.
piercing.
Bare knuckle brawling.
Yeah, you're gonna go do some non-lethal damage to this metal ooze.
I have improved unarmed strike. That's gonna provoke.
Yeah. It's gonna.
I
like the idea you run up and punch it. It just forms like a fucking bat and just smacks you.
I guess I really don't have anything I can do in this situation.
Do the scroll of darkness on these things.
They have.
Oh wait,
blindness.
they have
It's-
blind. Never mind.
We don't even
Yeah.
have any eyes.
That would really impede your guys' own efforts.
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
just helps.
There's really nothing I can do, honestly.
I think this one is resistant to all type damage, and that was piercing right now.
Yeah, I'm just kind of in a situation where I can't do damage. I have
Grab
nothing.
that +2 longsword and give that a try.
Yeah, man. You also don't you have heal spells?
I guess. Yeah, I do have heal spells.
I don't think he reduced it, but I think Sin is at like 3 health.
Yep. He's really badly hurt.
Do you want to make an acrobatics check to try to avoid that
Yeah.
those AOs?
I'm gonna concentrate.
Oh yeah, there's 2 of them.
Oh,
Do it. Oh.
one of them
Nice.
extends a blade, the other one extends a mace, and you just like dive roll between the 2 weapons as they slash above and below your body. You come to the top, having already cast the spell, touch your hand to Sin, and his wounds heal for 17.
Well, I have to cast defensively, too.
Yeah, you could have cast it over there and then moved.
That's true.
So I think you would have just known to do that rather than try to cast a spell between these fucking monsters. There's players making a mistake, and then there's like, I feel like your character would just know that in this world. So Dakin is gonna, or Sin is healing for 17. That is Dakin's turn. We're gonna go to Lorian.
He's gonna attack the top one because it's within reach.
Yeah, because this
And
one's
it's-
like resistant to everything right now because you bit.
Yeah, it's looking bad too. So he'll try and finish it off. I'll order him to finish it off.
Okay, yeah, try to finish this one off over here. Missed that fly. The first attack, all these damage types, it just kind of overloads its natural mechanism to defend itself, and it just kind of dissolves into a steaming puddle of metal.
Well, if the first attack takes that one down, the second and
Yeah.
third will go on to the bottom one.
Alright, let me X out this one. So top one is done. The next 2 hit. With DR 10 adamantine, they're both reduced by 10. So it's going to be 12 plus 11, 30. Is this with Bardic?
Yes,
Okay.
it's included already.
So that's 33 damage total. The bottom
It
one,
should be 20.
23. Yes, you're right. Math is hard. Good on you, keep me honest though. Okay, so that one is looking like it's also struggling. This one is dissolved fully. That brings us to Carrick.
Okay. Carrick's gonna 5-foot step to here,
Okay.
and so I picture in my mind this oozy creature is kind of like the cop from Terminator 2, right? Where he like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
makes
no,
like,
he totally looks like that. He's got that vibe.
okay.
That's
So
the
there
vibe
are
of the
some,
next
like-
Terminator.
So he's Asian?
What?
There
Oh, the
are-
cop, I forgot the conversation.
There are some like solid things happening or going on in this ooze
Yes.
that I could possibly entangle.
Yeah. Oozes can be entangled.
Okay. All right. So Carrick, as his move action, he moved 5 feet, but as his full move action, he's going to absorb 2 of his tentacles and grow his one tentacle that's left 15 feet, and he's going to do a dirty trick and try to entangle the
You're trying to like wrap it
ooze
with like the long tentacle.
yeah, with anything that's
okay,
like
okay.
solid and firm. Try to wrap that stuff up
Okay.
to kind of encumber it from trying to attack
All right,
my
give me
friends
the
here.
combat maneuver.
Oh, and that one, man, tonight has not
your
been my
tentacle
night.
like goes to grab it, and it's like, have you ever played with those squishy toys that are filled with water, and you like put your finger in it at either end?
Yeah, yep.
You squeeze it like that, it just shoots out of your hand. It like can't get a grip on the tentacle, or the tentacle can't get a grip on it, I should say.
Well, damn.
Very cool idea. Crenshaw.
I don't get to hurt this thing. I'll step and just attack. Yeah, I don't do anything to it.
All right. You stab into it, succeeding at getting, into the mass of the ooze, but yeah, it doesn't do any damage. All right. Excuse me. This ooze's turn. It's actually the bottom one. The other one's dead. But it is going. It's very dumb, but the dinosaur did just deal a shit ton of damage to it, so I think it's gonna go for a Lorian. That is only going to be a 17, so it does not connect with the Lorian, or rather it does, but cannot get through his thick hide. So
Okay.
That is going to be back to Sin.
Ethan?
Sorry, it was on mute. I'll just full round attack.
So it is still resistant, so it you stab
All three,
into it
right?
a few times, but it doesn't do anything.
What about if I slash it?
All 3.
It's all 3 resistance right now because he bit Lorian bit
would
it.
Sin have known that then?
Yeah, Sin would have known that.
I'm-
You got a nat
Alright, I'm
20
just
on
gonna
your knowledge check on this guy. I think Sin would have known that. Faux show.
I'm just gonna totally disengage then and back up.
All right, you take the disengage action and run out of its reach. Rain.
Okay, here we go.
You
Jeez,
could
Con.
actually, I believe, make a charge if you wanted to get the +2 to hit. Although I don't necessarily know that you need it.
No, I didn't think I needed it because I'm close enough,
This
right?
this way you can keep the extra 2 AC since you don't charge.
Okay.
So this will be roll your great axe, and we'll go with the first one. Be an extra +2 because of Bard Song.
Do, 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 do.
I can't stop fiddling with this. I made this like tiny little Psyhedron coin that I've been using
Oh,
for
that's cool.
50-50 rolls. I just keep fiddling with it.
Can you show it to the camera again?
Yeah, here, I'll put it on I'll show it to like your guys' camera, and then I'll put it on like the stream camera if that one's high quality.
Hush.
Did you 3D print that?
I did. I got my
Oh, I got a quick
my
confirm.
big 3D printer is it can't be crit unfortunately because it isn't.
I know.
Make the second attack.
I just have been too tired lately to do repair my printer. It's not like that badly broken. I just got to unclog the nozzle, and I've been.
So that would have
busy.
made it an 18. Would that hit?
18
two-
would have hit. So with the 26, so it's a 21.
You only
and
got
it's
to attack
20.
once, right?
Oh, but you only hit. Yeah, you only attack once. So just the top one's gonna hit. So that's gonna get reduced to a 10. So this thing is still alive. As your axe just kind of brings down on top of it. It's like if you guys have ever seen gallium, that like liquid metal in your hands, when it starts to harden, it has this kind of like hardened outer shell of metal, but once you poke through it, it's like liquidy underneath. That's what your axe is like when it smashes into this creature. Dakin.
That full disengage sounds pretty good.
Following Sin's lead, you drop, swirl, drop down low, and just sprint away from this ooze. Brings us back to Lorian, who even with TR is probably gonna wreck this thing. Working through, he can feel the metallic resistance of that outer hardened shell against his teeth, and then it just punctures, and all resistance just melts away after the bite. as this thing also turns into a puddle of like liquid metal that steams. Alright, so that is both oozes done. You're gonna get some XP.
You have to stop and camp soon. Healing spells.
That's up to you guys. You guys can try to camp in the forest.
We know they're leaving. We gotta keep going until we gotta rescue them.
All right. Well, I need to use some more
I'll
potion.
follow the captain's lead regardless.
Everybody's gonna get 1,600 XP. So after this, you guys are going to get to your intended target. If everyone wants to take a 5-minute bathroom break, I'm just gonna make sure the map is properly lined up.
What are we
Gotcha.
at, XP wise?
I just put it in the.
It's in the chat.
You guys can also stay and just chat for 5 minutes if you want. Just line this up.
I'm gonna use some of the healing potions. If that's all right with everybody else.
Yeah, go for it.
Everybody needs to use some of them.
I'd like one, if that's cool. Is it moderate?
There's also, you picked up 2 cure serious ones as well.
I could
I'm
have
gonna-
18 cure moderates. Cure serious ones in the back? I don't see them.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Cure Light on me.
Alright, I'm taking that bathroom break.
And I'm gonna cast one on Sin.
So many things.
Sin? Can Sin use the longsword? Because a +2 longsword is. He doesn't have a magic weapon. It would be really good for him to have. He might have been. He might be able to.
Okay, so that should be a little bit bigger. Whoops, just closed roll 20 by accident. My bad.
Do that on.
Jesus fuck.
All right, I am back.
Hey, I cast a spell on you.
Yep, I saw it and added it. We're good.
Cool. I can
Thank you,
cast
sir.
another one. Here. There's one more on you.
Do you mind if I take one of the Cure Serious Wounds potions? Just because I'm going to be absorbing Olorian a lot, so it might be good to have. I'm basically turning myself into extra HP for Olorian at this point.
Do you guys? Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, Carrick, you saw the cloak that you got, right? The Manta Ray cloak?
I think he went to the bathroom.
Yeah,
You said
yeah, I have it. I added it to my character sheet. I haven't.
It gives you an extra natural attack when you're underwater, too. It gives you a stinger.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
tentacle.
It's like right up. It's right up Carrick's alley too.
Yeah.
It is very dope. It's a very dope magic item.
Yeah, I created a like a manta ray buff button that gives me the +3 to the natural armor and the +55 to swim speed. Well, it's +55 so that it can round out my swim speed to whatever it was supposed to be. I can't remember exactly what it said.
Go underwater. That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep hearing like these other underwater items, you know, that do the swim speed and like nothing can really touch the manta ray thing. And then I also my character archetype, I can hold my breath for 13 minutes. It's gonna be perfect for, you know, aquatic battle.
Pretty sure Cloak of the Manta Ray gives you water breathing. Doesn't it?
Does it? I didn't see that in it.
It sounds like it should. I'll say that. I don't know,
Yeah.
I can't remember if
It's
it
the
does.
ability to breathe underwater. Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
All right, I am.
So now I don't
almost
need to hold
ready,
my breath.
And then we can get started. I just gotta count one more thing.
The cool thing about that is that means you can cast underwater without having to concentration, just because you're wearing that cloak.
Yeah. And I get the 60-foot swim speed. And the +3 to natural armor. But the +3 to natural armor is like, you know, really, really good.
Your public service announcement for the day. Do not get all your shots in one day, because now you can't move your arms. I got the flu shot, I got the shingle shot, I got the pneumonia shot. I
Not about
Damn.
cannot move my arms. So do it one at a time.
You should have got that coronavirus vaccine.
Nah, that was
Oh,
only
boy.
one man. You know, that guy that lives in that White
I
House.
always heard a good tip that a nurse told me a long time ago that I actually really like is get the shots in your strongest arm. Even though you use it more because the muscle's more developed, it'll hurt for a shorter amount of time.
So the one that I got that shingle shot on should be fine tomorrow, huh?
That's the theory anyway.
Well, that's bad news for all of you, because I'm ambidextrous.
Oh man. Somebody stop him. He'll be too powerful with his
Yeah.
shots.
So then for you, just tell him to put it in your butt cheek.
Yeah, just put it in.
That'll work best.
That's right.
Sir,
We have
this
sponges,
shot doesn't
right?
need to be in your butt. No, I insist.
It's the only way I can truly feel anything anymore.
I'm too powerful.
That's my most developed
Honestly, I
muscle.
think what we need to take away from this conversation is that Will needs to be nerfed. Maybe in the next patch. It's a little OP right now.
Dude, I have one, like I was saying earlier in your Discord, I have one really big die because I use it whenever somebody tells me that to roll big damage.
It's just like a 3-pound D6.
Jesus Christ. I have a D6 made out of like foam. That's about.
Oh no,
big.
mine's made out of the same shit that dice are made out of.
But why?
Is it genuine? What?
But why?
Because when I want to roll big damage, you pull out the 3-pounder D6.
But why not?
Because he wants to leave a dent in the table.
Yeah, I mean there's a dent in
Rip
the
your
table.
table.
I also have metal dice.
Oh, I use my dice tray when I bust out my metal dice. They're too powerful. I usually, weirdly enough, I only use my metal dice when I'm a player. I don't really use them when I'm DMing.
Because they're all show.
You guys seen the weird dice that have the like chemical composition where if you hit them on the vertice, they rebound and jump?
What? Excuse me?
Yeah,
What the
they sell them
fuck?
online. Basically, if they land on a corner, the actual because of whatever chemical compound they're made out of, they slightly deform and then pop back into place, so they jump straight back up whenever you drop them.
It's so weird. Physics is wild. Okay. Also,
Maybe some
last
of it.
thing about dice, then we'll finish up with this last section for tonight. I saw these crazy dice. I can't remember what kind of wood it is, but it's the specific kind of wood where it reacts to the oil in people's hands. But everyone's oil is slightly different. So whoever buys the dice, everyone's dice will look unique based on them rolling it and holding it in their hands.
I have a set of dice that has every 5th edition race and every 5th edition class, so I can just roll to make a character on the fly.
Just be like, don't touch my dice with your oily hand.
Alright. So. It's time to find what appear to be temple grounds. In the middle of the grounds, there's a 100-foot tall bronze statue that has collapsed. I'm going to reveal part of the map to you. Actually, I'm going to reveal most of... I'm just going to reveal this section, and people might be hidden, or they might not be hidden. You guys can only see black right now, right?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure I put you on the wrong map.
Yeah,
on the right
that's
map.
correct.
Oh, now I can see it.
It's a big fallen statue, it looks like.
Is that Zeus?
It's the Azlanti Jesus.
Aslantis.
We were playing Civ last night, me and Ben, some of our friends,
Dude,
and I found a religion, just called my religion Crab Jesus.
I'll tell you what though, I didn't win that game, but boy did I have the most crabs
And
You're a
turtles.
and turtles, dude. My empire was built on selling turtles and crabs. Truly.
What game was this?
This is
Civ 6.
Civ 6, Civilization.
Oh,
In Civ 6, one of the luxury items is sea turtles.
You want us to drag our tokens out?
Yeah, you can drag your tokens out. Put them up by the north side of the map.
Is there a grid for this map?
There sure is.
There is.
Forgot
It's just in.
it's on the wrong layer. There you go.
Everybody just popped into existence like. Pop, pop, pop,
I
pop.
was like, wait, how is there not a layer? I was like, oh, I should put it on the picture layer, on the token layer. Like a fool.
Like a Doomby.
Alright, so I'm going to describe some general features of this temple before we get into it. So, you guys start up there. The rectangular platform, pedestal, upon which the statue once stood is 10 feet high. Climbing the sides of it is going to require a climb check. The oval platform directly beneath the statue's feet is only 1 foot higher. So that like little oval down there, whoops, sorry, I was lagging there for a second, is only like 1 foot off. This is 10 feet off. These stairs go down, not up. So you can't just climb the stairs to get on the pedestal if that is what you so choose to do. All of the squares that are filled with what looks like rubble on the map, that is considered like kind of extra difficult terrain. Every rubble piece costs 4 squares of movement.
Ow.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. Only some of it counts as 4 squares. So let me just double check.
Well, I have a plus
It's
racial
gonna be too
bonus
confusing
to
explain,
climb.
but just wherever you go, I'll tell you whether it's 2 squares or 4 squares required.
Cool.
So then there's obviously the statue. The body of the fallen statue is 10 feet high on average. Obviously, it's a little bit variable. Climbing onto the once smooth but now corroded statue is going to require a climb check. If you are walking across the statue, since it is so corroded and like layers of that cracked metal can kind of slough off at any time, it also counts as difficult terrain. All of the walls you see on this map of the ruined building are 15 feet high. They can also be climbed. Everyone give me a perception check. Alright. Carrick and Dakin and Crenshaw. You guys see walking out from behind various sections of wall. Some you can't see, but you can hear, so I'm going to put them on the map anyway. There are faceless stalkers in their natural form. Except that these faceless stalkers are all wielding pole arms of various types.
I quickly whisper password stealth.
At this point, now that you've spotted them, we're going to... don't roll yet, because I'm going to clear the order. But now you can roll for initiative. And there are...
Wait, do they see us?
If you guys want to roll stealth, you can, but you're not the most stealthy bunch.
Yeah, I was hoping. Well, I was thinking it might be a good idea if we could stealth in there. If I could stealth in there, at least. Not
you
everyone.
Want to try
though,
to stealth ahead?
Well, yeah, I'll take Dakin and Carrick with me. Rainy's staying back with the heat.
All right, Dakin, Carrick, and Sin are gonna try. So Sin, roll yours. We won't go into initiative yet if you're trying to do that. So you'll leave the dinosaur back a little bit.
Carrick does not have stealth, so I can't accompany you. I'm gonna have to stay back.
Okay, so just.
Oh,
Sin.
I thought you rolled stealth. That was your initiative.
did.
Oh, I
was
also
looking at
thought
Dakin.
that was stealth. Yeah.
He did roll stealth.
Yeah, Dakin did. I thought Carrick rolled stealth though.
Oh.
So, but yeah, so Dakin and I.
So
that's what I
Dakin
meant, yeah.
and Sin with a nat 20 for a 22 and a 19 as well.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be.
You said there were multiple of them, but I
Don't be suspicious. Yeah, there are 4 of them. I just haven't put them all on the map yet.
Oh, okay.
Money, please.
All right, so that's 1.
It's easier if you just give her money.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't
I got that
be
song stuck on my head now.
That's like the
Don't be
best
suspicious.
15-second
Don't
clip
be
ever.
suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
All right. So I'm gonna give them perception checks versus Dakin and Sin. And the last one. All right, Dakin and Sin, where do you guys want to move up to? Because I don't appear to have spotted yet, but you can see that there are faceless stalkers patrolling right now.
My hope is to try and get to the end to see what they're hiding over there, just to be honest with you.
All right. So
So here's my goal, just so everyone realizes, is that essentially if we can get to wherever the prisoners are, we can potentially release them and then have them in our group with us while we fight. And then we have 2 fronts, you guys on one side, us on the other.
Will you bardic performance inspire confidence to dance along with him as he goes?
Yeah, I could.
That's a beautiful idea.
Yeah, it is.
Just moonwalking your way through the ruins.
Could I just sing it and specifically be singing the "Don't be suspicious"?
That would kind of give away your position more than dancing would.
No, because I'm singing to not be suspicious.
Maybe his performance could be miming, like some
Yeah.
really badass miming.
Don't be suspicious.
give me the check then.
Inspire confidence gives a +3 to stealth.
All Alright, give me a plus. You each get another stealth check to get to the other end of the temple.
Uh-oh.
It's a 9. And a 24. So, Sin, you can move to the other end of the temple if you would so choose.
I'm gonna
Dakin,
use
you're
my
gonna get to
ability
about
to take
where
a
this
nat 20.
arm you do your once per day nat 20?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You almost, like, step on some loose rubble falling off of this arm. And you manage to, with just the luck that you have
Catch
built
it.
up over the years as a bard, getting all these crazy situations, you catch the falling rubble, lower it to the ground, and as you guys duck between walls and the statue, as these Urgathals are patrolling, you both make it to the other end. Would you guys like
Can we
to go
do
downstairs?
perception? Yeah. Can we do perception to see if we can see anything with the prisoners or anything like that?
Give me a perception check.
Listen, man, I'm all tuckered out after that.
Like how you wait until we go up against Faceless Stalker, like break off from the group. You're gonna come back, and I'm
From
never
Up
to you.
here, you can hear, strangely enough, from underground, the distant lapping of waves. Beyond that, these stairs just lead into darkness. If you would like, you have stealth by them, you could go try to explore down there as well.
Well, we made it this far. I didn't see what we're looking for. I say we do it, but
Alright,
I'll follow the bard's lead.
Which staircase are you guys going down, left or right?
Oh, the fact that you're asking makes me think we should go down the other staircase.
I mean, I'm
guys
left
also-
or right, up to you.
You also have that wand that can give you dark vision.
I don't have a dark vision wand. I have a
No, you
darkness wand.
You have the
You have the wand of alter self. You could turn
Alter
yourselves
Self,
into
which-
creatures
Oh,
with
yeah.
dark vision.
like half orcs or dwarves and
Yeah.
give you dark vision.
Would you like to do that?
Yeah, that might not be the worst idea.
So there is a brief flare of transmutation magic as you guys sit downstairs. You feel your bodies shift into those of dwarves. And you guys are each going to get a +2 strength bonus while this spell is active. And it'll be active for, I believe, about 5 minutes right now. And you guys have dark vision. So since you have dark vision, let's move on to yet another map.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
So I rolled a nat 20, you SOB.
Alright.
You still keep your initiative for up there.
Oh, I know. I'm just messing with you.
Someone
But
listening to
I thought that was a nat
this is
20
what I heard.
for stealth, though. I got excited.
Alright.
that would have been awesome.
As you guys go down the stairs, you enter a forgotten temple.
You're getting so far away from us.
This is
This is gonna be such a character death. I feel it coming right now.
Now, this is going to be epic, is what it's going to be. We're going to save everyone and destroy everything, and you're going to be jealous that you were set, guarding our back.
You're right. All right.
Sturdy,
I'm sorry.
ornate columns
Sorry.
line this wide corridor, but cracks mar their surface, and a few of them have fallen into pieces on the once fine marble floor of this cathedral. At the south end of the corridor, water spurts out of a broken fountain. Give me perception checks, as well as a stealth check.
Your stealth is going to ruin it.
no, it's not. 21.
Yahtzee!
Yahtzee.
Okay. Okay. As you guys walk up on that door. Okay, hold on. Okay. Give me one second.
You can tell just by like grin and the tone of his voice that something amazing is about to go down.
So, I would like to remind you guys that your dark vision is only 60 foot.
Oh,
So I am going
that's-
to draw 60 feet from here. It is in fact one square not long enough to see something. Okay.
You guys do have pretty good vision, though.
yeah.
Yeah. Man, this would be cool in dynamic lighting, I bet. With all those pillars.
You
That felt
hear
like a jab.
a brief of claws on stone, and then you see this beast step out of the shadows. I'm gonna make it bigger so you guys can see it is large sized. But this is what it looks like.
Oh my god.
That's how. It's not that big.
It's large
That thing
sized.
does not have
Okay.
eyes.
As it points its mouth down the corridor, there's a brief pause as it tilts its eyeless head, and then this echoing sonic blast rips through the hallway 80 feet. Both of you make a reflex save. Actually, both of you make a fortitude save.
Oh boy. This is
God. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Sin,
Yeah,
you drop to
see?
the floor covering your ears, but you manage to fight off the pain that is drilling into your eardrums. Dakin, your eyes go like distant for a second as you're overwhelmed by the sonic pulse. You are stunned for 1 round, and you are deafened for 3 rounds.
I'm just curious. Do we hear this from upstairs?
Give me a perception check. It is like underground, and there are wave sounds
Loud enough
up
to
here, which reduces
deafen
the
people?
sound.
I imagine if you guys hear it, the other people hear it too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Well,
give them
for sure.
perception checks too. 'Cause
Plus
you guys
difficult
are
terrain.
about 50 feet underground right now, but it can echo
Oh,
upstairs.
It's pretty far down.
With a 38, Crenshaw, you hear the lapping waves, and over it you hear like a strange whining sonic sound. You do hear this roar coming from the other side. You're kind of peeking around the wall of the temple on the map. The Urgathoan or the Ugathals do not seem to notice the howl.
Well, I motioned to everybody else, Carrick and Rainey, in case they didn't hear, that I did hear something coming from below.
Okay. Holy shit, this is gonna get complicated real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if they're moving on another map, trying to run around difficult terrain around 4 people, it's going to be a fight up there and down here probably, unless they stealth past them.
With this thing and you guys upstairs, this might be worth continuing next time. This is not a fight we're gonna finish in like before midnight. Because there are
Yeah,
more
that-
elements
yeah, we
than you
could-
can see and play right now. And I don't want to
Yeah,
make you
I
guys
trust your
stay up
judgment
past
on that.
midnight, which I think is what would happen.
That's-
Okay.
Okay.
I got I'm good either way. You guys.
So-
do what you
We'll end on a
know.
cliff.
We
Fine
will
with
end
that.
on the cliffhanger of this insane aberration-like creature using its destructive harmonic abilities to stun one of our friends and deafen him. And if you make it... Okay, you full saved against the harmonics. You are not going to have any negative effects from that. Just for the fun of it, before we go into combat and we'll have more of a cliffhanger, as you guys face those Ugathals upstairs, ready to run to your friend's aid. Sin, you have knowledge dungeoneering, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you give it a
So
roll?
do I.
So do I.
You're stunned. And you're outside.
Good point.
Sin, a 20 is in fact enough. This hunched reptilian beast lopes on 2 clawed feet, its eyeless head dominated by a huge circular maw with jagged teeth. This is a Distrachan. Despite its bestial appearance, this creature is in fact full of cunning and cruel intellect. This aberration enjoys inflicting pain and viciously toying with its prey. It has no eyes and is completely blind, but possesses a pair of complex tripartite ears. It can adjust to different levels of sensitivity to sound, allowing it to hunt in absolute darkness as if it were able to see. They are carnivores.
That's how it got it.
Preferring to stalk and kill live prey. They are capable, while not being able to speak due to their strange maw, they are capable of understanding spoken languages like the common tongue, and they often take pleasure in their victims' cries and pleas for mercy.
Oh wow,
Oh,
dude, very cool cliffhanger.
And that is where we'll leave off for Ruins of Azlant for tonight.
Man. Hey, put the spelling in there. I want to look up some character art of this creature we're facing, if you don't mind.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's spelled never party.
listen.
Don't split the party. Don't split the party.
I didn't think it would be that bad.
Famous
Why?
last
Why
words.
wouldn't you think that? This is the place where they took all the colonists.
I thought we were going to be able to sneak in and grab them, let them go, and then we got two
Hey,
parties.
those stealth rolls were very cool that you guys
They
did.
were very
and,
dope.
like, using that nat,
And
that,
if it
once a day
hadn't
nat
been,
20.
you would have gotten way farther if you'd chosen the other path, because there wasn't a being that doesn't need to see.
You were right!
See you next week, Ray.
I was so right.
Like blind sight or blind sense?
Yeah, it like I was describing, it's got those crazy ass ears, allowing it to see in anything. So it effectively has blind sight up to 100 feet.
Holy crap! You basically can't do it without like a magic item or a feat.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's an aberration. It's an insane beast of like that should not exist.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say this to me and Ethan and to you, Ben. So they have to get through all 4 of those enemies and all the difficult terrain.
Sure,
right?
4 enemies. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
I would prep a new character for next.
yeah. So do you think we would hit level 8 by the end of that fight?
If you live, probably.
We're going to live.
Okay. So
I have
so
a really good idea.
me and
I'm
me
eager
too.
to see you next time.
me and Ethan are gonna also just, in case something happens, create characters to
Oh, really?
replace these.
Interesting. Look, at least one of you wasn't stunned. I was really worried both of you were going to be stunned for a full turn, and it was just going to end you. Because right now, Sin is in the way, so it is not gonna be. It probably won't like straight go to attack you while you're stunned because you're blocking him.
Just so we're clear, Sin is a rogue. And he's very pragmatic about his own survival, and there's a door right next to him that I'm pretty sure you can shut.
Oh no,
the door
run
closed
further
and then
into.
run. I'm just saying, there's an opportunity here, and Sin might.
Don't
be
open the
willing to
door
take
and run further away from your party.
Okay, go ahead, open that door next time.
We'll see. I'm just saying, there's lots of options here. It's not so one-sided.
We could climb up on top of the statue and try to run across the top and draw
Pretty
them
sure
in.
These things are collapsed all over the place because somebody tried that and it knocked them down.
Oh my god. Alright, well, that is our session for tonight. Any questions before we wrap it up?
Oh, that was awesome.
Do we take starting wealth?
I'm glad you liked it. It was a good distraction for today. I appreciate it. Do you take starting wealth?
One of us.
That's a good question. I have to think about that because odds are most of the colonists that came in the second wave didn't come here with level 8 gear gold. But the next ship doesn't come for 5 weeks, so I'll have to think about money.
Oh, man, all I'm thinking about is my poor little crab babies and what they're gonna do when Pops doesn't come home.
They're gonna turn into a crab for a Lorian.
Alright. I'm gonna peace out then, guys, but good game.
I'll see.
All right. Bye, guys.
Thanks. That was awesome.
Thanks.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.